everyone, and welcome to Urban Nerds United. Thank you for joining us for our Lord of the Rings one-shots, The Last Alliance of Nerds and Geeks. I am your host, DM and Game Master, DM Zach DeStahl. Joining me this evening, we have Corey is a Robot 2, Emma Dusky, a Wizard Unknown. I'm forgetting your guys' names. Shut up. Ed Fleek, Miss Sassy herself, just holding up Sting. I don't like. You have a dagger, and we have joining us a little bit later on, but he's here right now. Is Devin, extra crispy, not original recipe. You'll see. All right, so before we begin, guys, any questions? And no, we're not going into that long ass where the nerd debate we had before this, where it was just chaos.
I just want to point out that Sting is actually just a regular sized Australian knife. So that is all.
This is a knife.
That's not a knife. This is. Yep. All right. Well, if there's no questions or anything, guys, we'll begin. So, nearly 1,000 years before Frodo Baggins set out to Rivendell, long before Smaug laid waste to Dale and took the dwarves home in the Misty Mountains. In the year 3432 of the Second Age, a last alliance of mostly men and elves fight back against the forces of the Dark Lord Sauron. We're at a time where the tide of war has begun to turn, and the alliance has begun to push back against the forces of Mordor, nearly out of the west. After a stalemate it's currently a stalemate between the two sides, which has lasted nearly 2 weeks. The two armies have camped on either side of the Great Falls of Broros, and for now, each are taking a respite. It is currently early evening. The fires rage. The soldiers on both sides rest and have their meals. On the side of the alliance, tucked away from most of the army, is a small band. And this is where our story begins. Gather around the fire. Tell me, what do you guys look like? Introduce yourselves. We'll start with Jesse.
Well, Daisy is a fallow-hide hobbit, which means she is lighter of skin and hair than the average hobbit and slightly taller, and has more of an affinity for forests. So you see her eat her 6th meal of the day and checking her longbow to make sure that it is properly tied, and also she has a pink undercut. And before you get in the comments, I will remind you, natural dyes are hundreds of thousands of years old.
All right.
So that's my
All right. And next, Wizard.
All right. So on the camera shift, and we look at Owen Copperhot. He is a dwarf, about yay high, shorter than me, because he's a dwarf. And right now, he's got a hammer in his hand, and he's just going to town on a piece of metal.
All right.
He's flattening out a piece of metal right now, but he's got like this green armor on.
You're forging while eating dinner.
Yep.
That is so dwarven. I love it.
Yeah.
All right.
Gets
Next.
bits of metal caught in his teeth.
All right. Awesome. Next up, Emma. Who are you
All
playing, and what are you doing right now?
My character's name is Braverman. He is a very tall, very jockey, so to speak, half elf. He's got pretty dark brown hair. Kind of funky dude. But he has a game bird on the fire. He's just waiting for it, just looking at it, just like mouth salivating, waiting for it, starving.
All right, and then we have Corey. Who are you tonight?
Arcagious is just kind of sitting by the fire, enjoying his food, but while between bites, he's cleaning the blood and leftover entrails off of a hunting trap, and like he's wearing leather light armor, but everything he's wearing is like various shades of like sage green and brown, so he perfectly blends into the forest.
Okay, and what was the race you're playing again?
I'm a human. Yeah.
Okay.
Just regular dude.
Vanilla human. All right. And you guys are tucked away as you normally are. Your particular band has a very special set of skills. You are essentially the Alliance's Wetworks guys. So, all right. So what would you all, besides what you told me, besides the forging up with the dwarf and the mouth watering, is there anything you guys are gonna say to each other or anything like that?
Daisy, once she's finished sorting out her longbow and has finished her sixth meal of the day, she's going to take out her lute and play a little song for the party. Because it's just something that she
kind of thought in my head.
bed.
How far out from the main camp are we?
About 100 feet from any tent. You guys are just by yourselves over there.
Okay, but not out far enough to where the scouts wouldn't be like.
Yeah, no, you'll be seen if you do anything.
Well, not me, but enemy.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, you can't see that. You are on one side of the falls, the enemy is on the other side.
Okay, so yeah, I'm just making sure that the fire, the music, isn't bringing arrows to our hearts.
Okay.
I'm gonna step away to relieve myself, like by a tree, but I'm also gonna listen to see if anything's sneaking up on us, just to take just a natural kind of judging my surroundings.
Roll me perception.
Gotta find my D20. Just making sure.
Did you start your Dungeons and Dragons game without having your D20 out?
So no, it's with a group of die, and it's dark in here. You leave me alone. So it's a 16 on the die, plus 3, so 19.
Yeah, you are tucked away in a corner, but it's still a war camp. You're perfectly safe where you are, and it's highly unlikely that you hear anything. And with that roll, what you do hear as you are pulling down your pants to relieve yourself, you hear distant, heavy footsteps, quick, running in your direction.
I hide.
Do we all hear this, or just him?
Just him right now. Jesse, you're just gonna randomly hide, even though you don't hear that?
No, in that case, I don't hide.
Okay.
I'm gonna start digging into that burger.
I am going to quickly, with one hand, finish relieving myself. With the other hand, I'm gonna begin to kind of form an arrow with a knock. Once I'm finished, I tie up my stuff and I step away back to
Okay.
the fire and tell them, "Oi,
All right, Daisy. Here's that knife I've been telling you I was gonna be making.
Shh. Soap's coming. Soap's coming. Shh. You hear that?"
I hide, and I notch an arrow. I hide.
I
Alright,
am
roll
also
stealth.
going to
Gonna say,
stealth.
can
Yeah, I
we
do
roll
the same.
perception?
You want to roll perception? Sure.
Well, just so we
Uh,
can see if we're hearing what he's asking us to listen. So,
Yeah.
Stealth?
Stealth got what?
21.
20. You Homer Simpson merge into the bushes.
20 with full play.
Nice. Anyone else hiding right now?
Behind us.
Easy.
Yes, I'm hiding. And notching an arrow. I got a 15.
Did
16.
Braverman hide?
No.
Nope, he's
No.
eating his bird. Brave.
I'm looking at Daisy. I'm like, what are you doing? Why are you going in the bushes?
No, you.
See me?
I'm gonna get Braverman by the scruff of the neck and pull him into the bush.
Well, as you're pulling him into the bush, you see one of your allies, a random elf you've never seen before, running towards you. My lords! My lords! Where-
Hey, don't you know not to be sneaking
Ah!
up on us like that?
Ah!
Alright, everybody come out.
And you all just pop out of the bushes. Ah!
I
Ah!
remain
Ah!
in the bushes.
He sees the hobbit come out. Or do you remain in the bushes there?
No, I come out. Fucking ankle biters out here.
Alright, so as you all pop out of the bushes, he's like...
I stay in the bushes, just for note. I stay in the
Come
bushes.
on, report
I
then.
never really got in, and I'm just eating the bird on the side, just like, you
Yeah.
guys are nuts.
Yeah. Yep. Alright. My lord, he takes a second to compose himself because you guys freaked him out, popping out of nowhere. My lords, Elrond requests your presence in his tent.
He wants everybody.
Yeah. Yes, Captain
Oh, it's
Elrond.
Elrond.
Alright. Put the game away, wipe your mouths, put on your nice clothes.
Alright, you're, is everyone going, or
Yep.
are you gonna remain hidden there, Corey?
I'll sneak out of the bushes and spook him one more time.
Roll, actually, I'm not gonna make you, I'm gonna see if he notices you. He nat 20. He saw
Oh wow!
at the
So the
last,
whole time.
at the last second, you
You were
stepped on a
staring the
twig.
bushes like this.
No, that would be a nat 1. But anyway, so you pop out, you try to spook him. Would you please stop that shit?
Sorry.
You're a human, not a hobbit, not an elf, and not a dwarf. You are not good at hiding.
I'm a Breelander in the fort.
Hey,
Daisy.
was there
walks past-
anything else you needed?
No, my
Riverman's
lord.
getting ready for
Alright,
his
then
meeting.
get your ass out of here.
he salutes and runs off. All right. So do you guys just head straight for elf? What were you gonna do there, Emma? By the way.
Just brushing off, cleaning up for this fancy pants guy.
Okay. Yeah, so you guys are gonna
Goes
head
up
over.
behind Daisy, takes a twig out of her hair.
That was my favorite twig.
What presentable. Alright.
I deliberately mess up my undercut, and then I walk to Elrond.
Does anybody else look like shit? I look at all of them.
I mean,
Make sure.
I mean Braverman just
Oh,
kind of
roll-
always looks
guys,
good, so
roll
it's
roll
kinda
me
easy.
roll me 1d10, guys. Everybody.
7.
I got a 6.
I got a 2,
9.
which makes sense. I stayed in the first.
So, Braverman, your armor is polished. Your shoes are shined. You can see your reflection in Brave's teeth right now. Corey, Arcadius, you have like war paint. You had like put some mud on your face when you jumped in the bushes, and you were like, you look like you're about to break into somebody's house and try to rob them.
Alright. I pour a bucket of water over him and then
Okay.
and then carry on. Let's go.
All right. You all head over to Elrond's tent. Walking through, the tents are all relatively small. Like 1-2 people at most. You guys have a slightly larger tent where you were because you're a group and you kind of stay together. As you get closer, as you approach the big, it's basically the war tent, like where the war council for the Last Alliance meets. And it's very large and very ornate. It could almost be mistaken for a full house, with cloth walls made from cotton and leather. Getting a little closer, you can make out the distinct elvish glyphs radiating a soft golden shimmer and warmth, and a warmth that feels like the embrace of a loving parent. As you get past the smaller tents that are blocking it, there's this huge circle that has been cleared around it, and when the tent is in full view, it has that awning entrance that fancy tents have. At that awning entrance, there are 4 elven guards. They're elegant. They hold elegant silver spears crossed against each other, like blocking the entrance. As you guys approach the guards, the front 2 point their spears directly at you. Their movements are elegant and fluid, yet somehow robotic. The most rear guard on the left side. What business do you have with Lord Elrond? Can't hear you.
What business does he have with me? Just kidding. Move aside, he asked for me.
What is your name?
Braverman.
Daisy.
Arcadius.
Captain Copperheart, now move horses.
He looks to his fellow, and what? They're all pointing their spears at all of you guys, but the one that was speaking turns around and goes into the tent, and you hear some hushed tones. He comes, the man you were speaking with comes back out. Does anyone speak Elvish?
I do.
Yes.
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 All right, so what you hear him say in Elvish to his fellows, stand down. They have business with the king. Or, well, not king, but you guys know what I mean. Elrond.
Yeah.
The High Lord.
Yeah, the High Lord. Thank you. So they all put their spears up and let you guys pass in.
As they go in, Daisy looks at what's your stupid name, wizard?
Copperheart.
Owen.
Or
Daisy
Owen.
look-
Owen.
Owen?
Yeah.
Okay.
Daisy
I was
looks
like,
at
oh.
Owen and says, I don't truck much with this fancy elfin nonsense, but you have to admit, you know a thing or two about home.
Yeah. Too pretty for my liking.
God forbid you should know anything about pretty. And I walk in.
Okay. Roll for emotional damage.
Emotional damage.
No damage.
Yeah. All right. You guys walk in. Inside the tent, it's almost as if you step into an enchanted forest. There is actual furniture carved of wood, ornately decorated. It's so white it almost looks ivory. There are tapestries hung all over, and there's a lot of them. And they show images that could almost be mistaken for angels, elegant animals, etc. They have elven writing in gold. As you look around at all of this,
Not important, miscellaneous.
it's miscellaneous. It's like they're tapestries, so they're telling like each thing is telling a story. One tells of the Valar, one tells of the Maiar. They're all very, I guess you could say they're all like religious texts. Does any say what?
We're in a fucking war camp, and this guy brought his tapestries. That tells you everything you need to know about Elrond.
I mean, Elrond is Elrond.
You make desserts every couple days.
I need the sugar.
All right. Anyway, in the center of the room stand two very regal elves, clad in the armor of their people. One is they're both very tall, like over 6 feet. But one is slightly shorter than the other. The slightly shorter one has a little bit darker complexion. His armor is blue, embroidered with a spear in the center of the chest plate. He holds the actual spear. It's almost twice as tall as he. It's almost twice as long as he is tall. And you don't even need to roll for this. This thing just radiates some kind of really heavy magic in that it feels physically heavy. The other, slightly taller elf wears silver and gold, silver armor with gold accenting, and attached to both hips of this elf, you are long knives, essentially short swords. The hilts of which are carved of wood, and they're so elegantly and intricately made. Those have to either be made by a dwarf or the highest smith in all of Elvenkind. You recognize the one in the silver armor, as Elrond.
To clarify, is this the first time we're actually meeting face to face with Elrond?
You've never spoken directly to him, but you've seen him. You've seen him around. The other guy, roll me history, everybody, if you want to know who he is.
Nokia? I don't know.
Jesse knows who he is.
11.
You're not sure.
16.
10. Sorry, that's really loud. I gotta say it.
Oh, it's very good. It's a 4.
If he's part of my command structure.
Well, he's the High King of Elves, Gil-galad.
Now, why wouldn't I know that?
Why wouldn't we know that?
Okay, in ancient times, or in medieval times even, how many average commoners or soldiers, even the average soldier, knew what the king looked like?
Well, we know what the king looks like because he's not covered in shit.
So he makes a fair point.
Okay, so if you rolled, basically the only one who knows who he is Arcadius. And you know what, Emma, you can roll with advantage because you are part elf.
Awesome. Yep, still 10. I just rolled a 2, so.
You know what? You know who he is because you are part elf. That's just asinine. This is the great Gil. This is not a small matter, from what you are gathering. Elrond himself has requested your presence, and the Elf King is there. So this is to you. You know this is the biggest.
I'm gonna immediately kneel as soon as I realize who it is. Then.
Oh, if Bray's kneeling, I am also kneeling.
It may be a good idea you need. And then
I trust all my
as
my
soon as I
people.
recognize, I'm gonna go down on the floor, one knee.
Okay.
and yeah, I kneel as well after I tell Cap. It might be a good idea you need.
All right. Well, they're both. Just to finish saying what I was saying, both are bent over a long wooden table, and they speak quickly and aggressively in Elvish, but it's in code. They're not speaking normal Elvish.
Can we get pieces of it?
What you're hearing things like, you hear names of locations, like you hear, God, I'm trying to think. You hear Bree. You hear the word Bree. You hear the word.
Oh, so it's like
Dale.
really,
Yeah.
really coded. All right.
Yeah, they're
So just
speaking.
random words.
Yeah,
That
pretty
we-
much.
Yeah. Okay.
You hear names of locations though, like Bree and Dale and Mordor. So they're bent over this basically a war table. The table has a huge map of Middle Earth. And as you all kneel, the taller one, Elrond looks to all of you, gives a slight smirk, a little actual happy smile. And the short Gil-galad, he looks at all of you, but he has the permanent scowl of somebody who's in charge. They turn to each other, embrace in a sort of bro half hug. And then Gil-galad walks out of the tent. As he passes you, I need all of you to roll me a charisma save.
It's a 7.
11.
I have a +4, so 18.
When he passes by you said 18?
18, but I had a +4, so I rolled a 14.
Okay, so you got an 18.
Okay.
Everyone except, so Emma, or Gray, your half elven blood is able to resist the weight of Gil-galad's spear. Because there's obviously some kind of protective magic, something coming off of this. The rest of you feel this as he gets right next to you. You feel this immense weight and fear wash over you, and you feel the need to dig a hole into the ground. Roll me a wisdom save, everybody who failed. Everyone except Emma.
18.
18. Nice.
So you panic a little bit as not only do you feel weight, but in your head there are little whispers, and it gives you a slight migraine for 2 points of psychic damage. And then Gil-galad walks out.
You know, I didn't think that coming in here would be so dangerous. Didn't think I'd be getting hit.
You summoned for us, my lord.
Elrond walks over from the table. Captain Owen, and he puts out his hand for you to take and rise up.
I do it.
All right. My friends, stand.
What y'all doing on the floor? Get up.
I stand.
Okay.
Yeah.
You, you all stand up?
I stand, but I am hiding behind Owen, and as a halfling, that means I'm invisible.
You're hiding behind the second shortest person.
You can attempt.
I'm pretty.
I was gonna say, if you want to hide behind me, I'm more than happy to be that shield.
I'm pretty
That's fine.
broad, and I've got full plate.
He's a dwarf. Dwarves are stocky as shit, so I'm just giving you shit. I'm just giving her shit.
I am invisible.
Essentially, when a hobbit wants not to be found, it's very hard to find them. But elves in Arda have really good eyesight and might be able to spot that. So roll me stealth versus Elrod's perception.
Natural 20.
Ooh.
Oh no.
Okay. Yeah, he looks around. Isn't there another of your company, Captain?
Oh,
I put her aside. I like, come on.
Fuck you, I just took
Back down.
psychic damage.
I take her up by the scruff of the collar. Oh, come on, Daisy, act proper.
I bite him.
Oh God.
What? Roll an unarmed strike.
Where's my fucking modifier for my halfling? Rolling an unarmed strike. Okay, 21.
What's your AC there, Owen?
21.
Matches. All right, this is where we determined. This is where it shall be determined. Are we doing meets it beats, or tie to the defender?
I would like.
Beats it.
Meets it beats.
Uh,
All right, meets
while
it
he's
beats.
trying to take a hit at him, I'm gonna try and grab her and like throw
No, she
her
already
out.
hit. She already
Well, I
hit.
mean, like as that's happening at some point. That's
All right, roll damage for your unarmed strike.
It would just
it-
be her strengths, her 1+ strength score.
Yeah.
Yeah, my strength score is -1.
So you
Oh.
take no damage.
I just
skit. You're biting a dwarf's hands, and let me tell you, a dwarf's hands have the thickest of skin. It's like trying to bite through heat-treated leather.
Look, I know it's not going to work. I just want him to know that I bit him.
Okay, you
It's
bit
for
him.
sure.
Elrond looks at you.
Apologies, my lord.
My friend, you need not fear me. The king has an interesting presence that, if you're not elven, can be overwhelming.
Well, it's good to know that in this alliance of elves, man, and everyone else, that
Yeah.
one of our leaders hurts us.
I
We're,
apologize. The scouts should have warned you of Gilgalad.
All right. Well,
If you want something, my lord.
enough with the pleasantries.
Straight to business. All right. Elrond goes and there are 5 chairs at the war table. And Elrond sits at one.
I'm 3 feet tall. Climb up. From the chair.
I'm gonna
Fucking
sit on the
toddler.
left right of them.
You're gonna sit right next to him, okay?
To the right of them.
Okay.
Arcadius is gonna sit across from him.
On the other side of the table,
Mm-hmm.
this table is 6 feet long.
Don't give a shit.
He said what he said.
I said what I said.
Maybe
All right,
three feet
sure.
long.
Well, you sit down you guys all sit down, and Elrond, he waits for everybody and he watches you with amusement. I've heard of the halflings before, but you are far more entertaining than I had ever thought could be possible. He takes out.
Entertaining, and I stand on the seat so that I can see on the table.
All right. As you do that, he reaches in, or on his side, he has this sort of, not a utility belt, but like pouches. He reaches into one, pulls out a glass orb that has a swirling light in the middle of it. If you ever feel down,
It's a bullet. Sorry, go on.
if you ever feel unhappy or like you need to hide, drink this.
What'll
Yes,
it
sir.
do? Well, kind of obvious.
When things are at their darkest, having a light inside you helps.
Wouldn't that hurt?
Glow stick. I'm
Essentially,
gonna wreck your shit.
you so he explains this to you. I'm not gonna go through a whole explanation, but he basically tells you that drinking what he just gave you is part of the light of the Eldar. It's like liquefied Eldar light, and it will make your skin glow for up to 5 feet in any direction. With casting, basically gives you a sort of a aura shield of light, which gives 1d4 radiant damage to any any creature you consider an enemy. It lasts for a half hour.
Thank you, sir.
My pleasure. After he hands that to you, he sits back down. I will be brief and frank. Our spies, 2 of them, who perched near the trees to our enemy's camp, have not long ago returned from a patrol. They saw something peculiar the night before last. A small detachment of Urukai, maybe 20 to 30 strong, rode off from their camp. The spies tracked them a few miles down the road. There, just outside the dead marshes, this band was met by a very strange rider in black. His clothes, his armor, even the horse's eyes was devoid of anything but darkness. Can't hear you, Chuck, if you're talking.
I'm not.
Okay, thought you were.
Did you say Urukai?
Yes. I'm aware. Shut up. Shut. I know. To anybody watching, I know. Shut up.
Hey,
Go on.
Shh. It's not the only. Okay, fair warning, everybody. Just before we continue, there is shit that does not make canonical sense within Arda in this goddamn one shot. Okay?
that's okay.
Apparently, most of our group doesn't know shit about Tolkien's works. So, anyway, I'm
I
good.
do now.
And I'm out here being like, actually.
Anyway, getting back to it. When they met up with this rider, the Urukai, they looked as though they would attack with, but it was strange. But a strange screech, like nothing our spies have ever heard, came from the rider. And the oryx fell in line behind, sped away west into the marsh itself. But not before the rider noticed our spies. And he launched foul magics at them. One of them managed to avoid this magic, but one did not. And behind him, like about 10 feet behind him, there is a curtain. He goes over, pulls back the curtain, and you see two elves dressed in black. Like it's not the kind of black armor that I just described. It's normal black armor. Basically, these guys, they're spies. So it's leather. It's black and green. Camouflage basically. Well, medieval camouflage. One is sitting there looking kind of exhausted, and the other is prostrate on a cot. He's very pale. He's looks like he's dying or zombifying or something. If you wish to speak with them, please. It's been hard to discern anything about what happened. And this is kind of that basically the elf that's prostrate on the bed. Please, before you go near him, though, do not touch him. It would interrupt any healing magic I have over him, and when touching him, something happens. It feels as though what has taken him would take you the same. And with that, Elrond doesn't leave the tent, but goes away so you guys can talk to these guys.
Wait, Elrond.
Yes, my small friend.
Hey.
What exactly do you want us to do?
You want us to find out more information to follow this wraith or thing into this specter into the marshes?
I have heard of your works. Your band is almost akin to the enemy in your deeds. For what I must ask, this is needed. Who better to hunt a wolf than a pack of wolves? I ask that you track down this band and the Black Rider, discern their purpose, and disrupt it if you can.
It sounds like there's some magic afoot here that's a little bit higher than my expertise. Might there be some kind of protection from this evil?
We will discuss that.
When do they leave?
Huh?
When do they leave?
When you choose. As soon as possible, please.
When did they leave?
When did they leave?
When you're using an accent.
Yeah.
It's hard. It took me a second.
Well, this was 2 nights ago, from what I understand.
Oh, we've already lost 2 days.
No, it was night before last, so you're on the second day.
Like
Daisy's
a
gonna
dragon
jump
cup.
off the table, and it's gonna scuttle over to the elf that is sick.
Okay.
And I'm
Hold
going
on.
to-
Oh, no. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
She pulls
gonna
out
do
elderberries. I'm gonna bless her.
Shut up. All right.
I'm gonna do a magic.
You're going to do a magic. Okay. What is the magic you're going to do?
I'm going to do
Oh,
detect poison and disease.
detect poison and disease. Yeah, sure. Hold on.
I'm just gonna do a natural medicine check.
All right. Give me a moment. I forgot to brush up on this spell. Spell
Yeah,
one.
First level divination spell. For the duration, you can sense the presence and location of poisons, poisonous creatures, and diseases. You can also identify the kind of poison, poisonous creature, or disease in each case.
Okay. So before we get to that, what you wanted to just do a straight up medical check there, a wizard?
Yeah.
All right.
It was a 15.
A 15. You have never seen anything like this before. At all. This is new territory. In all your years and you have fought trolls, you have fought ghosts. You have never seen this. And
Yep.
you
He looks sick.
You are
Yeah.
not wrong.
All right. Actually, give me a second. Okay, never mind. All right. So you said you cast poison and disease. Yeah, he's definitely poisoned, and it's taken over him. You've never seen this. You've never seen this before either. But you get the
But I
feeling,
can't identify the kind.
huh?
I can identify the kind of.
Yep. This is magical poison. It's like an infection almost. It's like he was poisoned with a disease. So kind of like somebody stabbed him with the flu.
Alright, Daisy, I got nothing. What do you got?
It looks like he's been infected with some sort of magical disease, like someone stabbed him with a disease.
Arcadius, you ever seen anything like this?
Would my
History.
advantage against? Well, I have. Excuse me.
Unmute.
I have advantage on intelligence checks to recall information about my favorite enemies. One of them being orcs. Does that count as this type of history check?
You don't know. He wasn't stabbed by an orc, so no.
Okay. That is a 8. So no. Oh, no.
Zach,
Yes.
based on the fact that it is poisoned with magic,
Mm-hmm.
would a lesser restoration help?
You can attempt.
I would like to attempt. A
All
lesser
right. And is lesser restoration touch?
Yes, it is.
You can't touch him.
Stanley shouldn't touch him.
I wouldn't. If she tries to touch him, I'm gonna grab her.
Make your case to your paladin.
No, like if she goes after it, that's what I'm gonna.
I know. I'm saying she has to make a case to you.
Ah, got it. I thought you said okay.
Alright, Children.
I think,
What do you want to do? What are you trying to do?
I think
Do you
I
have
can-
any current information about about any of the whereabouts where they were last seen, or?
Oh,
where they
Elrond
were?
walked away. You can talk to the
Oh.
other spy.
Jockey. Okay.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Which way they go?
Huh?
I'm talking to the other spy. Which way they go?
He's. Uh, hello. Hi. Into the marsh.
All right, hold off on that, Daisy. Hey, you saw what this block guy thing did? What did it do?
When he did Lord Elrond tell you of what happened?
Partially. Did it speak? Did it speak a language?
Not that I heard. They were too far from us. He noticed us as they went into the swamp, and this green and black flame sprang from his hands. I managed to dodge it, but it struck my friend, and it formed into this knife of flame when it hit him. And then he collapsed and he screamed. And at the end of the scream, it almost sounded like the Black Riders.
That was a dirty 20 on my stealth check.
Okay, what are you trying to do?
I'm gonna cast Protection from Good and Evil on myself and then Lesser Restoration on this guy.
When you touch him, I need you to roll me a wisdom save.
Cool.
Wait a minute, where's...
Just to be clear, am I being charmed, frightened, or possessed?
Charmed. Let me check this real quick. Wisdom.
Damn it.
Touching. No. Well,
What am I?
technically, yeah, I guess it'd be charmed.
Cool. According to the stats of Protection from Evil and Good, the target can't be charmed, frightened, or possessed.
The target
So I
can't be.
can-
Okay.
She's the target, so...
Okay.
I'm the target. I cast it on myself.
All right. You feel. Sorry. Ugh. You feel something when you touch him. Try to physically pull your hand, like some kind of energy, trying to pull your hand to where the wound site is. Big man, when you cast your spell, it gave off a sort of an aura, and this aura is able to push away whatever energy is pulling your hand. When you cast Lesser Restoration, it looks like the magic isn't permeating his skin. Like, it's affecting him, but it's not doing anything.
Why wouldn't a poison condition be removed by Lesser Restoration?
It's not. Let me check Lesser Restoration.
If it's a higher level spell,
You touch a creature and can end either one disease or one condition afflicting it. The condition can be blinded, deafened, paralyzed, or poisoned. That's what the spell
yeah.
says.
So poisoned is a different condition, but having poison in you is separate from the condition. So like you can ingest a poison that does not give you the poison condition, but makes you blind.
Has been
for instance.
poisoned, been inflicted by magical poison.
I said that's the close. What I meant was that it is the closest thing it's akin to. This isn't at. Well, actually, yeah, you're right. This is magical poison, so it just ends it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just the condition.
Okay.
I rolled a 16 to sneak out of the tent.
All right, hold on.
Damn it.
This is when I determine if
Worst-
This is where I, as a DM, determine what level of magic versus. You know what? Fuck it. Yeah. When you cast that detect. Wait. When you cast lesser restoration on him. You saw that he was whispering some kind in tongues, and that stopped. He still looks pale, but his veins are lessening. It did something, but it's not completely gone. But it doesn't look like it was getting. It looked like it was getting worse before. Now it looks like he's just not getting any worse.
That's a good start.
But if you look at his wound, where it permeated, that has like black. It's like necrosis has set in.
I'd like to do one more thing, but Corey had something he wanted to do.
Yeah, Corey, you roll a 16 on to sneak out of the tent.
Mm-hmm.
22 to notice.
Yeah, you see him.
I was gonna say, can I also try to notice?
Elrond's also by the door.
Sneak past Elrond the half-elven, Corey.
God damn it, Arcadius, where are you going?
He just scurries off. He doesn't even say anything. Just walks out, like just buck sneaking out. Just all right, later.
This is a
Elrond-
goddamn military camp.
Elrond looks at you, like he knows what the fuck you're doing. Who does, and gives a sigh of Rangers. He just okay. He walked away. Arcadius has left the tent.
God damn
But
it.
let's see what I'm doing next can wait.
They'll find us later, I guess. Alright. Braverman.
Yes.
You also don't know what's going on here, right?
Not particularly. No. Medicine is not my strong suit. I like to take orders or give them.
Alright.
Daisy, was what you doing anything over there?
I'm still working on the elf.
Okay.
Okay.
What were you trying to do next?
Now here's the
Do you want to
from a
spar while she's doing
Dungeons
that?
and Dragons perspective. This guy, I had to make a wisdom save.
Yes.
Let's go.
That means old mate is also making wisdom saves, right?
No one else is touching him right now.
No, but he's under the condition that affected me.
Not exactly the same. It's like a secondary condition.
Yeah, she's asking if he's making wisdom saves concurrently, right?
Not wisdom saves, but he's making some kind of save.
And by that I mean, is it attacking the mind or the body or
Body and mind. It's doing both. So, but it has stopped. From what you can glean, it stopped attacking the mind.
Alright. Not to sound like an arse or nothing, but we're losing time the more we spend here.
I'm just gonna do a
Agreed.
quick medicine check.
Okay.
Because I am a halfling, and we are known for our affinity with flora and fauna. So I want to know if I know of any natural medicines that might be able to help.
Okay, I get it. Just do your medicine thing.
That's an 18 on the die plus 5.
Why are you
Okay.
playing with dice?
Give me a second. You said 18 plus 5, 23.
Yes.
You don't know. You've never seen this before, but you get the idea that maybe a combination of king's foil and Nifredil would do something.
Okay, Daisy will explain that to the other spies, and then she will follow her companions out the door.
Okay. As you guys leave, Elrond Elrond stops you, Daisy, because he saw what you were doing. What?
I didn't do it.
What did you learn?
Oh, well, I learned that
Told you you shouldn't have touched him.
I don't take orders very well. I learned that he is infected with magical poison, that someone stabbed him with a disease. You know, something attacked him and left behind a disease. And also, I learned that it's attacking his mind and also his body, but it's not attacking his mind anymore. If you want to fix the body, I recommend some application of King's Foil and Nifredil. We have to go. Okay, bye. And I run before he can get me.
My lord, we are really all losing time when tracking.
How are
It
you
needs to
going?
be done soon.
Well, you may want to speak to the other spy. He can mark your map.
There
Well,
won't
that-
be any need.
What?
There won't be any
Are
need.
you in the area?
I'm
You
just
left. You
You
left.
don't know it, but I'm just outside of the tent. I'm just letting you know there won't be any need to mark the map.
All
Okay,
right, then I'm
well,
not worried.
this is something that I would have been doing while Daisy was doing her thing, because
Oh, you would have been talking to the other spy.
yeah,
like-
because I
Okay.
guess I didn't say it, but it would have been implied because she would
Yeah.
have been taking a minute.
Okay, yeah. So while you were doing that, the conscious spy, the one's like, marked out your map. And as you're leaving and you're saying your goodbye to Elrond, he says to you, Find the armorer, his tent behind mine, and tell him what you need. Basically, he's giving you. Oh, and also, he goes back into the tent, like further in, comes back with this crystal ball that looks similar to the vial that he gave to Daisy.
Daisy.
When you use this in only the most dire of circumstance, smash it upon the ground, and for a short time, you will be protected. I'm not going to tell you what this does right now, and neither is Elrond. But just
We'll
know
figure
this
it
is.
out when we smash it.
Yeah, you could smash it right now if you wanted to.
No, I mean, like, we'll use it at that point. We'll
Yeah.
see.
All right, so you guys head out of the tent.
Everyone
Yeah.
roll perception.
Oh my gosh.
One!
Dirty 20.
24.
Well, no, dirty 21 actually. Sorry.
Okay, so they don't see you.
I then
Nothing
pop out of
changes.
the bushes with I pop out from under my handmade camouflage because I cast hide in plain sight while I was out here. But also, if you'll check the Discord, I rolled a nat 20. With favored enemy, I have advantage on survival checks. I was going to roll a survival check to see if I could track the orcs that had just left, and
I could be
rolled
a
an
dick.
18.
I could be a dick and say they are Urukai, but I'm already bending this shit enough. That's fine.
That'd be so fucked up. Anyways, I rolled an 18 and then thought Jesse would be like, you should roll again. You have advantage. You might get a nat 20. And what did I fucking get? A nat 20. So yeah, go ahead. Tell me where they're at. Because I done tracked them.
I know exactly where they're at. They're that way.
So the way
They
that
went
that
into the
works,
marsh, but yeah, go
Corey,
ahead.
you have to be near where they were to use that. I'll let you keep the roll and be able to have advantage with like survival checks or whatever to follow them, but you would still need the map to get to where they are.
Let's use the map to get to where they are.
Yeah, there you go. Okay.
Alright, does anybody need anything? Elrond himself has given us permission to use the armor, so
Let's check it out. I think it's a good idea.
Okay. You guys go to the armor. You see two dwarves, Fonley and Bowley. at work repairing stuff in there.
Oi! How goes the day?
Oh, hello, good sirs.
They look up. Vonley looks up at you. Ah, Owen. And he speaks to you in Dwarvish. Does anyone else speak Dwarvish? Because
I don't.
so
I do.
what you hear, Corey, he says, how are the fucking elves treating you? They still pompous assholes.
Always pompous.
As usual.
This one's not so bad. It's only half so.
So is Elrond.
Yep.
He's still pompous asshole.
Anyways, Elrond himself said to go over here and get what we need, so.
What do you need?
I'd like the fastest arrows you could make.
Okay. They Bolin looks at you. Fastest arrows. You'd be better off getting a bow from one of the elves. But he goes over and grabs you. They have a stack of bows. He takes a bow, and this one is made of. It looks like silver and ivory. Like the string looks like it's made of ivory. This bow itself looks like it's made of silver. And he hands it to you. This is what I like to call the prismatic bow. When you fire an arrow from this bow, I roll as the DM a 1d4. Depending on what I get, it does a different elemental damage. That's cold, fire, lightning, or acid.
I'm not
Dang.
giving this back, right? I don't have to.
No, it's yours to keep, lad. All right, so
Well, not such pompous assholes after all, Cap. You should give them a chance.
That's what. My people.
these are dwarves.
You don't know the difference between dwarves and elves.
You're right. No, I
Damn
just
it,
forgot.
Arcadius. Go back to camp. Go get shit ready.
Yes, sir.
All right, you
out
go-
of the tent and go
Okay.
get shit ready.
Embarrassing me. Jeez.
All right, so what do you guys want? Tell me, and
Alright.
I have weapons over here that I'm willing to give
Raven
you.
and Daisy, report. What do you need?
I'm good.
1 second, sorry. I have to look into what my spells can do. So there's a specific reason. I just need to make sure it works.
Alright.
Okay, I am gonna limit the amount of time you have to look stuff up for this.
That's okay. I'm good. I'm done now.
Okay. You're good, Jesse? You're not getting anything?
I have all my shit. I
Oh,
basically
okay.
can't carry any more shit.
Okay.
I'm very full. I have no more shit to carry.
Okay. Emma, what do you want?
Can I get 2 broadswords?
You want just normal sword? Okay. He goes over and grabs you 2 broadswords.
Well, do you have other options? Anything that's...
You'll have to be a bit more specific than other options.
Well, do you have a favorite weapon? How's that? Do you have something
Uh-huh.
that's a little...
I have the hammer bringer, and it's like this ornate axe. It's my personal weapon.
That's
I'll just take the 2
That's an
broadswords.
axe called a hammer bringer.
Not a hammer, my friend.
He winks at you.
Okay, Daisy leaves.
Okay. What do you want, Emma? I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
I mean, I just wanted to see if you had anything fancy, but I'll just take 2 broadswords.
Okay. You got to be a bit more specific if you want something fancy, but all right.
I mean,
And-
I just asked if you had anything on hand, you know. I was trying
yeah,
to make
the
that
thing.
thing up.
Okay. Going through
You
the
got
whole
any
list.
magic swords?
Yeah, basically, I was like, dude.
I mean,
Anything you need?
he gives you he goes over and goes through his inventory of swords.
You got anything named Sting?
Name Sting. Fuck off. Okay.
Well,
So Emma, he comes back with a short sword that has writing inscribed on it. Blue dwarven sigils all up and down it.
Okay. And the other one.
It's one weapon. You either
Oh,
get
I can't
the
have
one,
two?
you get one magical or two normal. Pick one.
I'll do two normal because I can fight with three at a time.
Okay, you get two.
you fight
That-
with 3 weapons?
Yeah, what's your math
Huh?
here?
Are you holding one with your dick?
Just let it go.
She's from
Correct.
One Piece. She uses a 3-sword technique.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, we'll get back to that.
What
So
kind of elf bullshit are you pulling right now?
I'm
bayonetic.
like 85% sure I can use 3 at a time, so we'll see how it goes.
That physics says otherwise.
It doesn't have to do with physics.
It has to do with Dungeons and Dragons where the rules of physics don't apply.
Correct.
All right.
I'll
All Anyway,
we'll get back to that.
yeah.
Anyways, all right. Akuna, attack.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Urban Nerds United. Our Lord of the Rings one shot this evening, folks. So before we dive into it, I just want to take a chance to look at chat. Anything going on in chat? I can't see it right now.
Checking now. Negative.
Oh, okay.
Use Devin.
All right. Did anyone check out the BRB screen, by the way?
I did not get a chance to.
I didn't. I wanted
Oh.
to, too.
Oh, damn. Okay, well, watch back the VOD. You'll see it, or you'll see it on the next break. I worked a lot on those screens. I'm very proud of them. The starting soon, BRB, and ending screens.
I love it. Well, I love that you worked on them.
Oh, thank you.
I love that you love.
Yeah.
Your love for her
Let's go
love
back
of
to the
loving.
game.
Yeah, I was like, let's do the next topic. Come on, guys, let's go.
Let's
Get it.
move on.
Okay. All right, so do you guys have anything you want to discuss for 3 minutes, or just jump right back into it?
Lee would like to discuss orcs and when certain orcs. No, I'm just kidding.
Shut up,
I don't
Jesse.
need that. Zach knows what he did.
I do know what I did. I don't care.
All right.
Well,
You good?
to acknowledge it, I know that Urukai were not really a thing in the Second Age. Bite me. That's
And
all.
for people who don't know,
It wouldn't do
Uruk-hai
any
are the
damage.
smarter orcs.
They were bred by Saruman and using eugenics because Hitler. And
Yep.
Yeah, so they're the smarter, bigger. Yeah,
They
that's
can
pretty
walk
much it. Yeah.
So for
The-
clarification, they're the ones that they hatched out of the weird slime
Yes.
egg things?
Yes.
fun.
Yeah. For
Yeah.
those that don't understand things like you boy.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
were.
the slimy boys, the slimiest boys.
They're orcs on steroids.
Yes. And
Ah.
Zach, out of curiosity, are you gonna make us fight the fucking Witch King?
I'm not saying it's the Witch King.
Let's find out. Let's go find out. Let's do it.
He's not saying it's not
Instead
though.
of asking, let's figure it out.
Let's go fuck around and find out, shall we?
I feel like killing a Witch King or a Wraith or a Saruman.
You're a man. You can't kill the Witch King.
if That is true. Canonically, men cannot kill the Witch King.
Well, it's a good thing I'm not a man. I'm a dwarf.
You got a penis. Get off the battlefield.
All right. Anyway, jumping back into it. So before we went on the break, you guys had just gotten some special stuff from some dwarf armorers in the Last Alliance's battle camp. And presumably you are on your way to track down this band of orcs that met up with a black rider. So you guys follow the map to just out through the small forest that's between you and the dead marshes. And eventually you come to basically a clearing right before the edge of the marshes.
How long would it take us to cross the marshes?
To go around it, very long. They went into the marshes because the dead marshes are miles and miles and miles and miles. So
I mean, how much time has passed since when we left Elrond?
about 6 hours.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
So, and when you get to this clearing where the spy had marked that the Orcai party met up with the Black Rider, this bit of fog rolls by, and then from out of it you see some things. Devin, flavor it up for me. How do you enter the scene?
Ah, ghost, kill it!
I mean,
So
I am my crossbow.
out of this just foggy depth of whatever you guys are walking into, you see this. He's old, and he's real old. Probably should, like, the old guy that's driving down the highway that you look and you go, all right, something ain't right. Him. Blue robes, blue hat with a walking stick that's twice his size. He's hunched over. He looks, in a way, human, but he's different. You know what I mean? Like, once you kind of look at him and kind of look finite at his details and stuff like that, like, you can tell there's just something off about him. And he just kind of like flumps into the ground, picks himself up with his stick, and just, hello? Where the fuck? Hello?
Now, I don't want to be that bitch, but canonically, when fighters see wizards, they shoot.
Go for it.
I shoot. With my crossbow.
I'm
Daisy
just
shoot-
saying.
I
I'm
see
just
the
saying. We're
Hobbit
next
shooting.
to the
I'm
marsh
firing
of.
too.
We're next to the Marsh of the Dead, and honestly, yeah.
17 plus 9.
I'm also going to
Barely.
do something.
Oh, that's a 19 plus 7, 26.
Is Bray eating instead of fighting?
Bray is contemplating because he has an issue with just attacking people, but he also doesn't think people are worth shit unless they're like warriors. So he's very confused right now.
Okay.
he's-
We're next. Oh, to put this in perspective, we are next to a marsh where dead people like look
That's-
up out from the water. And
Well, technically,
is this technically okay?
actually, the dead marshes weren't a thing at this time, but well,
The battle that created the Dead Marshes didn't take place until the Third Age, I'm aware.
So there aren't dead bodies?
Oh, there
No.
are.
Okay.
That's fine.
There are in Zack's Lord of the Rings.
I
Okay.
know these things are...
Just clarifying.
Anyways, I'm gonna roll to throw this javelin at an old guy who's sitting next to this marsh of dead bodies.
And I mean, for
Um,
reference, I would be prone because I'm like hunched over, crouched, effectively on my knees.
So roll with advantage.
You have advantage with ranged attacks. Don't have advantage when someone's
Yeah,
prone. It's melee
yeah.
attacks.
Whenever you're prone, it gives disadvantage to range attacks because you're like harder to hit whenever you're prone on the ground.
Smaller target.
Yeah.
Sharpshooter.
Sharpshooter overlooks that, but
Oh yeah, sharpshooter as well. 26.
Yeah.
I can't see him.
What'd you get?
I got like a 9, so 15.
that hits.
Oh,
Oh wow.
He's a wizard.
I'm an old man.
Yeah, he's probably made of paper.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have any reactions you want to do, buddy, or is you just gonna take it?
We're gonna. Let me just a second. So yeah, I'm going to vortex warp. I can switch.
So,
Yeah.
when you fire your weapons at him, he's there 1 second, and then as the weapons are going towards him, the fog tints blue, swirls around him, and then I don't know, where do you warp to?
Literally like 3 feet behind them.
You hear a behind you.
Now what the fuck? I did.
what
Wait,
the fuck
wait,
to you?
Everyone stop. Everyone stop.
No, listen. I just got shit out of nothing, and y'all are shooting me with whatever. Where the fuck am I?
Yes, this is Lord of the Rings.
This is not the voice I heard in the elf's head. This is not the person we're looking for.
Looking for? I don't.
I'm gonna use divine sense.
All right, old man. Hit the road. We got important shit to do.
Road.
Divine
Look
sense.
around.
What are you trying to use divine sense for, Emma?
To see if he's good or bad.
Ed?
He wouldn't
Do I-
pop up as
Like, roll
evil,
for it.
right?
Did
It lets you do.
He's not evil from what you can get.
Does he feel particularly good or
Uh,
medium? I mean, not.
He
evil
has
to-
he has a faint golden ring around him.
Okay. Then
Is he
yeah, I
coming
think
off
he's fine.
Celestial?
Yes.
Yeah, because divine sense, you can know the location of any celestial, fiend, or undead.
Yep.
So Bray would know if he is a celestial, aka a male.
Yep.
Does Bray communicate that to us, or am I shooting this kid again?
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Yes. I don't know what it is. I'm sorry. What is it called? A celestial?
Maiar. You would call it a
Maiar.
Maiar.
He's all good, guys. Give it a second. Let him come over.
Liar? Here?
Finally. Now.
There's no, impossible.
Well, nothing's impossible. Just extremely unlikely.
I'd like to see you grow 7 feet.
I actually do have something called primeval awareness, so I can
Yeah, same.
verify with Bray that this is in fact a celestial.
Yeah, I was about to do the same.
I
It's a
lower-
celestial dog.
I lower my crossbow.
I lower my bow.
So okay, so Meyer, how do you say it? How do you say it? Meyer.
Maya.
Maya.
Okay,
There's no R at the end. It's Maya.
Maya.
Yeah.
All right, Maya. So Maya are divine creatures.
Yes.
Are we worshiping them?
No, not really.
In the same way
Okay.
people worship Saint Peter.
Revere. is more the word.
Who are
Forgive,
all of you?
forgive me for trying to spear you through. Hopefully, you've got a good reason for you being here, because we're tracking down some orcs.
I was taking a shit.
I didn't know Maya could shit. That's actually really good to know.
It's canon, right now. You're welcome.
Well, I don't think this is the best place for you to take a shit myself, but
This was.
Well, to be fair, he
Wait.
was. Well, I just went real southern. He was. I'm still southern. Never mind. I'm just not even.
just do it. Go with it. Just go with it.
I am Sir Bray, and I scoop down and kind of lift him up so he's not on the ground all like.
Every vertebrae cracks. Like
Can-
I haven't stood up straight.
Can you stand?
Sorta.
All right.
Anyway,
Would you like to be
listen,
carried?
listen. No. Back.
What?
Basically, I was shitting, and now I'm here. This was not the intended shit location, but now I'm here.
Well, I sure
Did
hope
you,
not.
Did you finish the job?
Yeah, we're golden now.
What were you doing before
hope
you
so.
were shitting?
Yeah, where were you before you were shit?
My home. It's a castle. Like it.
I don't see the
Okay.
castle.
Well, we're going to try and track down some orcs that are doing some terrible things. I don't know why you're
Head
here.
alone.
I don't know what to tell you.
Why? Can you help us? Did the Valar send you to help us?
They've always been shit at communication. Well, now to come to think of it, I did get a letter. Feck. Now, did y'all have a name?
Captain Copperheart.
Sorry, I'm busy writing my formal apology to the Tolkien estate. My name is Daisy.
As I said before, Sir Bray.
Arcadius.
Losis.
And you?
Losis.
Losis.
Bosses.
Like
Losis.
cellulosis.
That's quite a lot of blue you got.
Yeah, it brings out my eyes.
All right, sir.
Very
So,
open.
I'm not sure how this works. I've never talked to a celestial being before. But yeah, again, we are trying to track down some bad guys. Are you coming with us, or do we need to take you back to camp?
Do you have any special skills, Losis?
Who
we
is your
sure
Valar?
he's not a liability.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I don't know. He's a celestial being. He's not. This is not within my realm of knowledge.
Did y'all forget? I just teleported behind you. It's fine. I'm fine. Let's go.
What are you, Losis?
Yeah.
A badass old man. Let's go. Hop to
All
it.
right.
And I start.
We're going, sir. We're going that way.
Fuck you. I go my own way.
We're,
A wizard is never lost.
Nor,
I'm pretty sure
nor
that's
is he
actually
found.
being
He's
floated.
in the exact location he wants to be.
When he wants to be there.
Wait, Losis, who is your Valar?
Back Vano. I don't talk to people much. I just live here. I don't fucking know.
I thought you teleported here.
Roll insight on him real
What's
quick.
I
teleporting?
don't like this one.
If you're a Maya, then surely you have a Valar.
That's a hot 8.
I don't know what's going on.
18. You get the Daisy, you get the sense that he's not going to tell you who his Valar is because, for whatever reason,
Could I figure it out?
All right.
Possibly.
Sir, we are going this way, in fact, though. So, all right, let's go.
Are you coming with us or going
I'm
along?
15 feet ahead of you. Like, initially in the wrong direction, and then I got pissed off and went the other way. Now I'm probably behind you guys. But yes, I'm coming.
Okay.
Okay, so, Daisy, is he going to be okay? You seem to know a little bit more about this situation than I do.
Well, I know that Maya can't really die, but
But how old do you have to be that old?
I don't know. And to be honest, I don't know how much help he's going to be, but the Valar wouldn't have sent him for no reason.
All right, well, good enough for me.
I can hear all of you!
Good!
Fucking
I rolled an insight check to see if I can figure out who the Valar is.
ungrateful
Okay, I can only listen to one person at a
You know, I
time.
was like, guys.
What did you say, Jesse?
I want to roll insight to see if I know who his Valar is.
Go for it.
Just gonna
It's a nat 20, isn't it? That's a nat 20. He gives off a sense of death. Uh, He gives off this sense of...
Is that because we're in the dead marshes?
Nope, this is some... The sense of death that he gives off is less corrupted than what you're feeling around you.
Oh, okay.
Actually,
Alright,
he might be useful. He might be very useful, actually.
alright, what gives you that impression?
Well, if the vibes I'm feeling are correct, he might be a Maya of Mandos. Mandos, the doomsman, the judge of the dead.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh shit, I guess that might be good, and he can't die. So,
There are
Okay.
worse allies against what I felt in that elf.
alright.
Dynamite.
Arcadius!
Yeah.
Are we going the right way, lad?
Oh, me check. Arcadius steps off his horse or whatever, and he
I want to point out that I have the same exact abilities. I'm just letting him go.
and he takes a big old hunk of dirt and a little bit of animal dung and everything in it, a little bit of leaves, and he just
What the fuck?
Man.
rolled a 16 first die. 13.
He's
so hold on.
he's got some special skills.
23.
On
Well-
what?
What were we trying to get?
Survival to track the orcs.
Oh, okay. We'll get to your roll in a second. You guys are heading out.
Well, I
Alright.
thought we already headed out.
Yeah.
But we were,
Alright.
as you step past the clearing, you see before you a. Hold on, let me pull this up. Boom, boom. You see before you, glade filled with willows and dead grass and sort of a bog just beyond that. As you get a little bit closer, the path leading into the marsh seems to be clear at first, and then some fog rolls by. And when it goes away, that one path is now 3 paths.
Interesting.
And when you get a little closer, a brisk wind blows this noxious fume towards you. It smells like rotten eggs and and like Los's farts.
That ain't my brand. Mm-mm.
That's awesome.
Cap.
Is there any distinction between the three?
Well, you said you got a 23
Yeah.
on survival.
Mm-hmm.
As you look down each of the paths, you see some heavier foot traffic on the leftmost path.
That way, Cap.
I'll take charge.
Alright.
And I
Sorry
just
about
start,
that.
Like, gimping,
I had to-
like, limping forward on the stick, and we're a spry ass old man in my head. So like we think we're just booking it, and we end up trailing a solid 10 feet behind you guys as soon as you
I
start.
go
moving
ahead
up.
and get it like in front of him, and just checking, making sure that we're not running into an ambush.
Okay, roll perception.
That's gonna be good. Be good, yeah. Where's my game skills? Sorry, sorry. 19.
19?
Yeah.
No, you don't get the sense that there's an ambush, but you do get a sense of just corruption and like there's things around you that would do you harm.
Alright, old man.
In fact,
Hold up.
you see close to the surface of the water the candles and the bodies floating there.
Alright, hold up, everybody. Hold.
I just keep walking.
I
I
pick him up.
step on his cloak to keep him from walking.
What the fuck? Whacks him in the head with the stick.
Try it.
I
bitch.
hold on to him.
No, not you, Daisy. If whoever picks me up is getting hit with a stick.
I pick him up. Go ahead and hit me with the stick.
I'll gladly
Do it.
whack you with a stick.
I'm wearing full plate mail.
17.
When
Does not hit.
Fuck.
I would like to say real quick, when Devin said he was going to play a Maiar, I did not expect that voice or that personality from an angel wizard.
You
Um,
know
God comes in many forms. I just
Take-
have to
Alright,
be
I
this
know
guy.
Radagast is a thing. I'm aware, and nobody really knows what the blue wizards are like, but I didn't expect this.
This is them.
Alright, so
No one did.
look over there. There's dead bodies up in this water, alright? And you might be some kind of angel guy, but my people, they're just normal. So, shut the fuck up and let me help them.
So why the fuck are you holding me?
Because you're trying to walk right into the fucking dead people, you dumbass.
I'm walking on the path.
So we're going into a bog. Okay,
As we are
we're
walking-
going to
Am I still being held up by the angry man?
we're going to
You
go
dwarf.
quietly.
What
Am
were
I
you
still
saying,
being held
Jesse?
up?
As we're walking into the fog, I'm going to stop everyone real quick, and I'm
Mhm.
going to say, "We've got this. We've got this." And that's
I'm gonna-
my motivational speech.
I'm going to cast Pass Without Trace.
So did you just use bless or?
No, I gave them motivational speech.
Oh,
Which is a spell.
oh, I've never heard of that one. Read it for
It's-
me, please.
It says, "You address allies, staff, or innocent bystanders to exhort or inspire them to greatness, whether they have anything to get excited about or not. Choose up to 5 creatures within range, that's all of us, who can hear you. For the duration, each affected creature gains 10 temporary hit points and has advantage on wisdom saving throws. If an affected creature is hit by an attack, it has advantage on the next attack roll it makes. Once an affected creature loses its temporary hit points granted by the spell ends for that creature. So once you lose 10 hit points, you lose this spell, but if you don't take any damage, you have advantage on wisdom saving throws, and if you get hit, you get advantage on the next attack, and this lasts for a full hour.
All right.
Solid. Well, thanks, Willie.
Pass without trace also lasts for an hour.
I'm sorry, did you say advantage on wisdom saves?
Yep.
And Arcadius is going to kind of slip off, just off the beaten path, and cast Hide in Plain Sight.
Everybody gets a plus 10 bonus to dexterity stealth checks and cannot be tracked except for magical means.
Which means I have a plus 20 on my stealth checks.
Fuck you, ghost.
Where did he go? He forgot. Corey forgot to tell us. Arcadius has a little bit of Hobbit in him.
Yeah,
He's from
Breelander, man. No.
There's all sorts of weird shit happening in Bree.
I mean, my mom's dad's mom was a hobbit, and I'm a man, but don't worry about it. It's weird family.
All right, so you guys all head in.
Yep.
Okay. Hold on a second. Whew. As you are, hold on. I'm gonna move this map over because that's annoying. By the way, it's about to be nighttime. As you guys are headed in. The fog around you is constant, and these various aromas and smells just seem to grow as you progress forward. You're seeing the dead bodies floating close to the surface of men, elves, dwarves, etc., holding little candles. After you guys are walking for a while, after close to the end of your spells, you are not sure if you're going the right way anymore. I need you to roll another survival check to see which way to go. You are at another branching path.
I'm going to help him, give him advantage.
Well,
Okay.
he's already got advantage because we're looking for the orcs, right?
Oh,
that's what I was
right.
gonna say.
Yeah.
First roll's 19, so.
I also am a ranger, so I also have advantage against looking for orcs.
I also do.
So I have a 26.
26. Yep. What you actually see is that the paths, that the three branching paths that you're seeing right now, two of them are an illusion that just lead directly into the water.
I reiterate that information and lead them along the right way.
All right.
Sure. Well, that could have been a bad day.
All right. If yours, as you go down the center path, I need everyone to roll me a charisma save.
Oh dear.
As you feel this sense, this corrupted, evil sense becomes
14.
stronger.
This a
Cool number.
frightened? Is this a frightened effect?
No.
Sorry, a cool 10 basic math.
14.
14. Okay.
You said charisma.
Yes. Charisma saving throw.
That'll be a 9.
17.
What was it, Jesse?
17.
All right. And our resident crotchety wizard and
It was
paladin.
a
10.
Oh,
Emma?
I said dirty 20.
Oh, okay. So anyone who
job.
got below a 14. A lot of you did. As everyone else goes in front of you guys. But you feel this urge to look a little bit closer at the water.
10. I'm not going to be told to not look.
Can
It's
I check
freaking
if
water.
Say what?
Can I see if I perceive that they're like looking at the water and checking it out or anything.
Yeah,
I'm a very protective character, so I want to.
perception.
I started looking very intently at an elven woman lying in the water. Started walking towards it.
Zach,
Okay. Yes.
are we within 10 feet of Bray?
No. They walked past you. Like you stopped.
But when we did those saves, were we within 10 feet of Bray?
Yeah.
Because when a paladin is conscious, they grant all friendly creatures within a 10-foot radius +4 to saving throws.
I didn't know that.
Just being nearby a paladin.
I've never
gives
played
plus-
it. Paladin before.
I didn't even know
No,
that.
it's
Come on, Pally. They're right. Although I think it's dependent on her charisma modifier is how
if
big
you
the
look
save
at
is.
the Oath of Devotion paladin, she has an aura of protection, aura of alacrity, and the aura of courage.
Oh, okay. So yeah, you guys add 4 to your rolls. Did you still fail?
That puts me at 14.
You
Me
got
too,
a
me
9,
too.
right?
Oh, 13. 13. I'm at 13 actually. Sorry, because it's +4. Yeah, 13.
I met with at 14.
And Corey, what'd you get?
I had a 14 already, so it put me at 18.
Okay. So everyone except apparently Glosis.
No, Losis made it. I have a 14.
Oh, you go.
I'm the one. Yeah. It was Owen.
So no one seems to notice as your fearless leader gets sidetracked by the face of a
I noticed there was
Elven
17.
woman.
Yeah. Okay. You see what you see. I'll wait. Okay. He starts to walk towards the water. Bray, you see your leader leaning towards like he's gonna dive into the water.
I'm gonna body slam him before he gets in. Because I'm watching this happen. I'm just gonna jump, knock him over so he doesn't go.
Roll me an athletics check.
Get him, Bray.
18 with a +1, 19.
Okay.
Body check.
Roll me a dex save to avoid being knocked off balance and falling in the water there, Owen.
21, 18 +3.
Not
Dex
you.
save.
Him. Because you tackled him
Oh
close
my
to the edge
goodness.
of the water.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So I have a -1 dex. I'm not very dexterous for a ranger. However, I rolled a 17, so I got a 16.
Yeah, you managed to fall the other way, away from the water.
Ugh. What was that?
If you want to get friendly with dead people, do it on your own time.
And I'll just
Yeah, man.
hobble past him at this point and whack him on the head with the stick. Come on! Ain't
Sorry
got
about that,
fucking
man.
time.
I'll lift him up.
Okay.
Hey, that
Still
old
trying
man.
to get back in the water.
Say
The
what?
blue old man is right.
Thank you.
What were you saying, Emma?
Is he still trying to get back in the water?
No, you tackling him kind of knocked him out of
Yeah, then
the,
I lifted
trance.
him up.
Okay.
Lifted him up. Sorry about
yeah.
that. Man.
Understanding the power of the water, I'm gonna focus on the trail in front of me.
All right. You guys continue onward. I'm going to say at this point your spells that you were casting have ended, and it is fully nighttime right now.
All right,
Uh,
pickers.
When else
have
do you get a
advantage on
+20
stealth
to
checks at
fucking
night?
stealth?
Sure. What you see as you're traveling forward, though, you can still have your advantage with your survival checks. You're seeing bits of armor and actually tiny bits of body parts from what you can discern as Orokai body parts. So you know you're going the right way.
All right. Anybody have any idea what they're doing?
I'm gonna walk past one that, like you said, there were just empty body parts laying on the ground, kind of.
Yeah, like Orokai body parts.
So one that's just a head.
No, they're
Just
not like a
laying there?
full head. There's no head or anything. It's like fingers, toes, little
Oh.
pieces.
Jesus.
Sounds to me like when we had the spy talking to us, it was a hunting pot.
Right, but why are we seeing the body parts? Like, unless they're
They're orcs. They're orcs.
eating each other.
They're orcs.
Urukai do eat orcs.
What?
I'd like to do primeval awareness to see if there are any. What am I looking for specifically? Any aberrations, celestials, dragons, elementals, fae, fiends, or undead within 1 mile of me.
Okay, there's a lot of undead. There is a lot of undead around you.
Do I get a ping on the direction?
Everywhere, all around you. Celestial, I mean, obviously, you got Losis. How far away does it have to be to sense something?
1 mile.
In the direction you're going, right on the edge of your senses, you sense a fiendish, something fiendish way up ahead.
All right. Daisy's gonna point in that direction and say, "That way." And I'm gonna cast motivational speech again.
What do you say? What is your speech? That's not motivation. It has to actually motivate.
Okay. I look at each of my party members and I say, "Get nasty."
Darling, it's late and I'm old as hell. Can we go to bed?
We can go to bed when we're done killing this thing.
This isn't exactly the best place to spend the night.
Well, you have a choice. Travel through the marsh at night or rest in the marsh. What do you guys decide? If you don't rest, you take a level of exhaustion.
Which sounds terrible.
But you said it was only the fiendish presence was only a mile ahead, right?
Yeah. And you say don't rest like we're not going to get ambushed in the middle of the night. They're a
Take
mile
shifts.
away.
Yeah, we're close. I mean,
Okay.
Let's go.
Losis, if you're really tired, I can carry you for the last
Roll
one.
roll me another survival check.
Go ahead there, Cord.
18 plus 5.
Okay.
So 22 and 24.
All right. So as you guys travel through, somehow your divine sense, or I mean divine sense is in the concept, not the spell. You're able to discern where you think your quarry has gone. But you never do quite make it. You even casting the spell again, it's like he's constantly a mile just on the edge of your sense.
Maybe he's down.
Down?
Remember how that, well, I don't know, I'm trying to think of a way he could always be a mile away other than being hidden. Up or down.
Underground?
Yeah. That's the only other, well, I mean, other than he's just hidden and we can't trace
I
him.
don't know what else would survive underneath the mud.
God, is there any mines around here? Any dwarven mines you're aware of?
I look up.
I think back.
Roll
Are there-
perception. Roll perception, Jesse.
Are there any mines in the area? Would I know?
That's a 19 on the die, plus 5.
Guess not.
There are no mines in the area. No.
Okay.
19 plus 5, 24. You see on the edge of your vision what looks like a snake with bat wings and 4 legs. And when you see it, it screeches and flies off.
How many feet are we talking?
Just about a mile upward.
So 5,200 something feet.
Jesse.
I don't know what a mile is.
A mile is like a little bit more than a kilometer.
Yeah.
Okay. So I point up and I say, there's our problem.
1.6 kilometers.
There you go.
That's right.
So I look up, there's our problem.
As
do
it's
we all
flying
see it?
away. Roll perception to see it.
All right, here. What do we got?
I see shit.
I see
15.
10. 10. I got a 10.
Got a
10.
15.
20. Yeah, 20.
Oh, that'll be fucking roll. I rolled a 6. I didn't see shit. The effect's up there.
All right.
Goddamn moon.
With your nat 20, you can see a saddle but no rider on that thing.
You guys, there's a saddle, but there's no one on that, whatever the fuck that thing was.
Follow it.
It's going in the direction you guys are going.
Follow it.
Here's an idea.
Raven's
we make camp.
Adam's apple just goes.
We stop,
Nothing.
we make camp, we accept that we're going to get attacked in the middle of the night. We just
I'm on
accept-
board. And I build a fire on the ground. I use create bonfire, and I just make a fire on the ground in front of me.
Damn it! No, just try to stomp it out. Like,
I'm gonna
No,
continue to make
no.
bonfires.
We're gonna get attacked. It might as well be because we lit a fire and got to stay warm.
I set up a hunting trap at the end of the trail toward
Uh-huh.
going
that
like
doesn't
coming
make
from
sense.
where they come.
Oh,
Or
by the
where they're
way, Flea, you need to eat.
Yep.
You
Like
need
I
to
have-
eat like right now.
I've been eating on the road, probably.
Okay, how many rations do you have?
I have 5 days worth of rations.
For a hobbit, that's 1 day.
No, I have 5 days.
5
worth of
Hobbit days.
5.
7.
You have 5
7
hobbit
times
You
rations.
knew
five.
what you were asking.
Nothing about the ration thing in the inventory specifies species.
Ooh.
says
No,
five
but in
days.
normal D&D, it also doesn't say that that halflings need to eat 7-8 times a day.
Yep. So my rations 1 day is exactly what I need.
She's got like a big ass suitcase of food.
You're goddamn right I do. I come ready.
you have
All
like,
right.
all of your weapons are like dragging along.
I
in
have a
sh-
little like tray that I have, like one
Yeah.
of those little wheelbarrows. I have a wheelbarrow full of food.
God.
Okay, you guys are gonna make camp then. Okay. Anyway, so you make camp.
I set up a trap on the road toward like going towards where they were, like where the on the road, like in the direction we were walking, not behind us, in front of us.
Okay.
I'm also going to set up an alarm spell, which means that anything larger than a tiny creature enters the 20-foot cube. I know about it.
Okay.
And a mental alarm alerts me if with a ping if I'm within 1 mile of the watered area. So if someone goes walkabout, I'll know where they are.
I'm gonna make up a bed area for the old guy, Moses.
Oh, you protect the old grumpy
Like a
man.
dog.
That's right.
Oh, I'm already calmed. Like, as soon as I lit my fire, I passed the fuck out.
I'm gonna make the bed and then just scoop him up and put him in it, so he's like tucked away, all comfy.
And just
Cap, I
okay.
know you're the type to take us.
I
keep
put a
moving
blanket
forward.
over him.
All right, so you are all taking a long rest then,
Yes.
camping. Okay,
I will be staying up for a little while.
so you're gonna
Watch.
take
Yeah.
a first watch. Okay,
Yeah.
and you set an alarm spell. All right. On that note, guys, I think we're gonna take our second break here because it's around that time. So everybody, come back in 5 minutes for part 3.
Perfect.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Urban Nerds United, Lord of the Rings one shot. This is the last alliance of nerds and geeks. Anyway, how are you guys enjoying the game so far? I remember Jesse said something very interesting. Good. I want to get. Go ahead.
You're trying to fuck me, and I don't like it.
Because you can't figure out how.
Well, I mean, let's be fair. I feel like that's one of his prerogatives in running these games is to fuck you. It's just to put one over on you specifically.
Any one of us, really. Whenever it comes.
Yep.
Anyway,
And my reply to that was that she is 70% downloaded. To which she said she wants to be 100% downloaded. And I told her she's who she is. It's impossible to download Jessie 100%. See, the thing is, she's gonna randomly do something. Like, she's gonna jump into the water or some shit like that in the dead marshes. And then she's gonna go from 70% downloaded to 40% downloaded, and I have to re-execute the .exe.
If she wasn't such a Tolkien fan, I would have expected her to put an arrow in Elrond.
no, but I did immediately touch someone who was ring-wreathed, so like. I
It
know
wasn't
what-
immediate. Not as immediate as usual, at least.
I was gonna say,
Alright.
no surprise.
Yeah, I mean, she knows more than anyone about. I would say, in terms of knowledge of Tolkien, it goes her, and then me, and then Corey, and then everyone else is kind of like average knowledge as far as I know. And
Oh, I'm like bottom of the barrel.
Yeah, before this game started, me, Zach, and Wizard were arguing about very specific dates in what they read. Was watching the whole thing with dead eyes. Just
It's
wishing-
it's
I
like
laugh.
It's like Jesse when me, Corey, and Wizard talk about Star Wars.
But what's funny is that Evan is so mad. He's like, I'm trying to set up the stream and y'all won't shut up for 2 seconds for me to ask for someone to confirm that this thing is working. Like, please, just please.
So what the ring was cut from Sauron's finger in the year, Jesse, 34 of the Second Age, correct?
The year 34 of the Second Age was the year that the last alliance of men and elves formed.
This.
They
Okay.
defeated Sauron in 34. That was when they first defeated him. Yeah?
So when was the ring separated then?
They defeated his armies in 34. The ring was separated, I think, 34, 14, something.
Because they had a huge siege, didn't they?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Siege of Barad-dûr.
34, Sauron's forces were defeated, and then 34-41 was
And
the
this is what we're talking about. This level of Tolkien knowledge.
So here's one. Here's a stumper. Why didn't they just take the Eagles to begin with?
Because fat people are heavy and the eagles are the fucking taxi service.
And you can't just text a tree ant or a eagle be like, "Hey, bro, I need a lift."
They
And
didn't
then-
really have the email
I feel
service
like-
to receive.
You know,
I don't know.
You
I
know,
feel
in
like
the
they could
book,
have
in the
taken
books,
steps.
I would say yes, but in the movies, they created this huge plot hole with Gandalf that I'm sorry, it's a movie.
The Lord of the Eagles owes Gandalf his life and is willing to do him a solid, but the Eagles of Manwë were asked and they said literally, fuck you. We're not going all the way to the human realm to get shot down by you bitches just so we can drop some fucking rig in the lava. You do it. We're not in
Yeah.
this.
Also,
So
like
it's
they're
because
they're
the Eagles
intelligent
were
species.
dickheads.
Yeah, I
And
mean,
let's
like
try not to criticize Return of the King. That's literally one of the only perfect movies ever made. So
No, okay. In the movies, they did not establish. I'm specifically talking about the movies here, because I know in the books why it is.
Yeah, let me preface this. I don't read. I watch movies.
But the plot hole they
Right.
created in the Fellowship of the Ring, where he could take a moth and send it to summon the eagles, that creates the hugest plot hole in all those movies. Because then it,
Yeah, so he straight up just has the Eagles on speed dial.
now, if I remember correctly, in the books, he actually had that conversation. It's just not that specific conversation with the Eagles.
But
It was
he-
just previous
yeah,
to
he
him
taught,
running
but
into
he never
Frodo.
did that in the movies. And in the movies, to blow a hole in what you just said, Jesse, they did go to Mordor to get the.
Yes,
To,
we go to Mordor at the last stand where everyone was going to Mordor.
Oh, so they were followers and they had to wait for their crowd of homies to go, and then they would go. They wouldn't just go to help them out to begin with. That's pretty sucks.
More like they saw the desperation at the very last moment. Was like, all right, fine, we'll feel his discomfort.
Oh yeah.
anyway, on that note, we're gonna go back into. So give me 1 second to pull this up.
We don't need a 5-minute debate to derail the show.
I know. But no, I seriously have to look into this series a little more. I was not allowed to watch it as a kid, so when I was really nerdy, I wasn't able to watch it. So now I'm
What? The first trilogy are so good.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a plot hole, but they're great.
So, jumping back into it, before you derail this shit again, before we went on break and had that conversation just now, you all were taking a long rest, and Owen was taking first watch. Daisy had casted Alarm, correct?
Yes.
What else was cast? I forgot to write the other thing down.
There's a trap outside of the gate, or outside on the road, but outside of the camp.
Okay. So for this first watch, Wizard, roll me perception.
Gosh darn it. My rolls have not been great. 14.
14. Well, you see in front of you what looks to be a detailed white silhouette of an armored man.
I fought ghosts before, right?
Yes.
Does this ghastly figure feel threatening?
Yeah, roll insight.
Alright. That's why.
Yeah, hella fucking threatening.
And it's just one?
Yep, he's not moving towards you or anything. He's just floating there above the water.
I'm gonna reach behind my back, pull out my
And
warhammer.
and Jesse, you get a hell of a ping.
I'm already up with my crossbow in my hands. And I should
Pull out my warhammer.
Does that
And
tip
I
wake us
ding,
up?
I ding the shield that I have.
Give me a second, guys.
Unless someone wakes Lostis up, I am passed the fuck out still.
Does wake up everyone count as a
I'm gonna
motivation?
nudge him pretty hard.
Jesse, no, it does not.
I feel like if you just said, "Let's have a great day,"
If
That
she's
would.
creative enough, can it be?
Like the roll performance on that statement I made.
Right.
All right, I didn't hear you guys for a second. What were you saying? You banged on your shield, woke everyone
yeah.
up.
Oh, you woke everyone up. Okay. What the
Yeah.
fucking? Why? Why?
Do we? Well, I'm gonna see.
He's pointing it
Daisy
out to you
at-
guys.
Okay, so I'm gonna knock an arrow.
Okay. I'm assuming it's in your prismatic bow.
Of course it is.
All right, and Jesse, roll performance to see if your statement is.
That's a natural one.
Oh.
Not only is it unmotivational, you don't even say that. You just smack people in the face. Get the fuck up!
I mean, yeah, I'll eat that. That makes
And I
sense.
cast a magic weapon on my warhammer.
On who?
My warhammer.
Okay. It is
About-
now a magical weapon.
About how far away is he from us?
About 40 feet.
Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and throw a.
Nope. First, we have to roll initiative, asshole. Good try.
Yeah.
I'm not
fine.
letting that shit happen tonight.
No,
Nope.
it's fine. It's okay.
What were you? Oh, for
No,
real.
no.
What were you trying to do? I'm fucking.
No.
with you. What?
No, it's cool. We'll save it for initiative. I was gonna not blow it all on the first guy, but it's fine. We're gonna melt them. Send it. Let's roll initiative.
That's 17 for me.
16 for me. Oh, a 20 for Mr. Wizard.
13.
13.
Yeah, 13 for initiative for me.
Okay.
Oh, wait a minute. No, I have 17 because
Oh, our paladin is going first. Hopefully.
Well,
Losis got a 20. You said.
Losis got it too.
21. A 20. No, it was a natural 20 for a 21.
I
Okay.
matched Daisy's 17 because I actually have a +1 bonus to initiative rolls with being a Breelander.
Okay. And Bray, you got a nat 20, totaling what?
-1, so 19.
Okay. Daisy or Arcadius, which one of you has a higher?
I
Uh,
said
higher-
probably-
Okay. What do you have? +3.
What is it?
Dex.
Oh, 100%. I got +1.
All right. So she's gonna go before you. So.
Go.
All right, so I'm gonna let you all. The ghost is gonna go last, and I'm gonna let you all get your shots in on him before he does stuff. But let me get the order down.
That doesn't bode well for us, guys. He's letting us get our shots off.
I love the music that I haven't changed it over yet.
No, it's great.
It's awesome. All right. This is the greatest music I could ever do. Anyway, so let's change up the map and the music. I am come on. You guys are here inside this. Oh, you want to go straight into the water, huh?
Where did you say we were?
He's inside the water.
Is the green the water?
Yeah, the green is the water. This is where you guys are. On this island thing.
Where's the ghost?
I'm pulling him up right now. If Roll20 will behave, I will gladly do that for you.
Moses, you might want to shit before we do this.
Bold of you to assume he hasn't
We already shit.
Losis just pulls up his robe to show it depends. He's always ready.
I tell you, we always strapping.
That's my secret, Cap. I'm always shitting.
Oh no.
So good.
I don't like that.
All right.
Oh no.
What? This you can cross and you won't be sucked immediately in where it's pale, but it does count as difficult terrain.
What kind of difficult terrain?
Yeah.
Muddy, like quicksandish. All
Stay
right.
close now, boys.
Well, that's
Where
loud.
did you say the ghost was?
Nothing
He's-
works better in D&D than everyone being together in one space.
Yep. No more movement around.
Nothing
Hey,
is
stop trying to go forward.
I'll go
Lord
back.
of the Rings. They don't
I
have
put it
fireball.
down before you said that, and I was like, shit.
All right.
Like,
So
as you were saying.
first up is Losis.
Right. And he's the one that's soloed out. And you said he's about how far away? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35?
40.
Okay.
40 feet.
Okay.
Here, I'm moving back
So-
one more.
Okay. We will okay. So about 10 feet in front of him, you just start to see this black, like, I don't know, it almost looks like a small planet. And it just starts to sphere out and like it starts really small and it just grows. And I'm gonna cast Gravity Sinkhole. So he has to make a con
He's
save.
floating above the water.
He has to make a con save.
A con save?
Yeah.
Okay. How good is a ghost's constitution score is the question.
That's what we're gonna bank on. A bad one.
Give me a second. Where's the con score? There it is. Not great. 12.
Yeah, it's a fail. So he's pulled. What is that gonna be? He has pulled 10 feet towards us, and
Okay.
he's gonna take 6d10 force damage.
60-10 force damage.
Yes,
Okay.
it was a level 5 gravity sinkhole.
Nice. All right.
So I'm just gonna roll it on Beyond because it makes it easier. D&D Beyond, if you're out there, we're here. We love you.
All right. Hit him.
Oh God, that's so many. 44.
You see his arm disappears. And then he's gonna take a legendary action. And on that, oh wait, did you have anything else you wanted to do?
I'm just gonna back up about 10 feet, basically just to the edge of the thing, and just stay as far away from him as I can. And yeah,
Okay.
is that with him pulled 10 feet closer?
Yes, that is with him 10 feet closer.
Cool.
What after you do that, and the mist from the water forms up and reforms. His whole arm was missing, and then a lot of it comes back, like half of it.
Gotcha.
So the damage you did, there's still damage, but it's less.
Oh, and it's also its speed is halved until the end of its next turn.
Okay. 10. Okay.
And I guess I don't know if this will necessarily matter, but until the start of the next turn, any object that isn't being worn or carried in the sphere requires a successful strength check against my spell save DC to pick up or move. So I don't know if there's anything on the ground around there, but he can't pick it up unless he has to, or unless he tries.
Okay. Okay. Noted. Bray, it is your turn.
Alrighty. I am going to cast Toll the Dead.
Ooh.
Do you want me to explain it or just do
Yeah,
it?
for everybody who doesn't know what Toll the Dead is.
Okay. Like describe what it does, or
Yeah.
just like what we see.
Both.
Okay. So I point to the ghost, and there's this big sound of bells just fill the room or the area for a moment, and the target has to succeed on a wisdom throw or a wisdom saving throw, or take 1d8 necrotic damage.
Necrotic?
That's what it says. NECROTIC.
A goat? Okay. Why would you want to do
That's what
necrotic?
it says. Well, then I have my
19 on the die. So I'm pretty sure he saves.
Yeah.
Is half.
No, not cool.
No, Toll the Dead's a cantrip. That's all I'm
Yep. So you hear these bells, and
when nothing happens.
yeah, he doesn't react. All right, anything else you want to do?
Is it okay if I cast another spell? Is that all? I don't know. I've never used magic.
If it's a bonus action spell.
Yeah. If it's a bonus action, you can do that.
Would there be something specific to indicate if it's a bonus?
It will say bonus action on.
Okay.
On
Then-
the,
Yeah.
Under the-
1 feet on the time thingy.
Yeah. No.
okay.
And I'm
So, all right, Daisy.
Wizard goes before me.
Does he? Oh
Wizard.
no, he got 13.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. In that case, I am going to. Daisy, when she's performing magic, she actually sings or hums, because in Middle Earth, the earth was sung into being by the Valar, so that's where the best magic comes from, is from music. So she just starts humming under her breath, and she's going to cast Beacon of Hope. It's a concentration spell lasting up to a minute. All of my allies will get advantage on wisdom saves and death saves, and regain the maximum number of hit points possible from any healing. I will cast that spell. I will use my bonus action to give bardic inspiration to Owen. This is College of Law bardic inspiration, so you can only use it on an ability check, attack roll, or saving throw. And then I am going to back the fuck up and sort of scooch.
I love how everyone is like, yo, I'm getting the fuck away from this.
I'm gonna scooch this way.
Okay.
And I don't know if I'm allowed in the time. I'd like to ready my longbow.
You already took an to ready an action, you have to not take an action. But I'll. Oh, you're just making sure it's. Yeah, sure. You have the time to ready your longbow. You can knock an arrow while you're moving. All right. Next up, we have Arcadius.
Okay, yes. He's going to. My sheet for some reason says attacks per action 2. Does that mean I can shoot my bow twice?
Yes.
Good, yeah.
1 second, my 3-year-old. The puppy, Sally.
Oh,
I am going to. So I can fire my bow twice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Sweet. Okay. I'm gonna fire the prismatic bow for a 25. 25 hit.
25 will hit.
All right. So the regular longbow is D8 plus 1. Prismatic bow, you have to do the D4, right?
Yes. So it is a longbow. So
it's
that does cold damage.
Gotcha. So this is gonna be 1d8.
As the arrow flies through the air, it forms into almost sort of like an arrow-shaped icicle.
So that is gonna be a 2 cold damage.
All right. Doesn't react.
Does the
Did anybody?
the difficult terrain? Does the difficult terrain count as plants that are magically created or manipulated to
No.
impede movement?
No.
So this wasn't magically created or manipulated to impede my movement.
No, it wasn't. It's just hard to move through.
Okay. Well, then I'm just gonna take another shot at this son of a bitch.
All right.
Oh, nat 20. Fuck yeah. Let's go.
Nice. Crit.
Nice.
So
And that one does cold damage again.
it's gonna be yeah. Oh, 7 plus 1. That's 8 times 2 is 16.
So you would actually double it and then add your modifier.
Oh, okay. So that would be
It's 15.
15.
You said 15.
Mm-hmm.
That will not hit. So it's zoom.
No,
Oh.
no, I had a natural 20 on the hit.
Oh,
The 15
geez.
cold damage. Dog.
Oh shit. So you take off. This looks like, even though it's a ghost, it still has sort of a layer of skin. When you blast in the face, now it's a skeleton. Now it's a skull.
Right. On that note, I'm gonna skedoot the fuck over here. Wait, no, not there. Here. And that's my turn.
All right. Give me a second. All right. On that. So now it is Owen's turn. What, Chuck?
Is it?
yeah. So the issue is he's way over there, and I hit things. So
I can help.
I'm just gonna try and get the ghost's attention. Come at me. I'm gonna bang on my shield, and I'm gonna.
He's looking direct. He ignores your banging, by the way, and he's looking directly at Arcadius.
Arcadius. Which one's Arcadius? That guy, right?
Yep.
I'm gonna move over there then.
Okay.
And I'm going to ready my action to smack the shit out of that ghost. Take my
Yeah,
attack action whenever
Alright.
he goes over there.
You're using a held action. So if you
Yep.
get, what is the trigger for your held action?
If a ghost comes within 5 feet of me, I'm going to smack the living daylights out of it.
All right, cool. Is that your turn then?
That is my turn. I don't have much else I can do.
Okay. So on that note, he looks up. He looks at Acadius, and then sinks into the water. And he appears over. Roll me perception, everyone, to see if you saw where he went.
What? 15. I have a -1.
14.
19.
DC for it was 14.
Cool.
So I guess everyone saw it. Acadius, I need you to make me a dex save. As he reaches his hands toward you, and from him fly these watery, ethereal tendrils out of his fingers.
$16.
So you take half of this as you were able to duck out of the way, but some of the tendrils slash through your shoulders.
Gotcha. Do the temporary hit points that were there, are they gone?
I haven't hit you yet, so we'll find out.
Okay.
Where's my d10s?
Well, I was just no.
It's 9 plus 7.
16.
Thank you. You take half of 25.
12 and a half rounded up or down?
Rounded down.
Sweet.
All right.
Leave that.
And you go flat. And then he's going to wail and screech, and you hear everyone make me a con save. As you hear voices and echoes and squeals from inside your heads.
6.
I got a 4.
14 plus 2, 16.
16, okay.
30, 20.
Losis?
6.
What'd you get, Jesse?
15.
15? Okay, so Devin, Corey, you take
Ah, shit.
Poor old man.
12 points. You take 12 points of psychic damage.
It's fine.
And that's 3. And then he's going to sink back into the water.
Would we be able to do another perception check to see if we're able to see him?
Yeah, you can try.
Don't see.
22?
19.
You're
21.
you're not sure where he is, but you know you can figure out. You saw him look where he was going to a specific spot, and you're pretty sure that's where he's going to appear next, which is over here.
Shoot. I will take. Is it my turn? I'm sorry.
I think so.
Yeah, it is your turn.
Okay, I thought it was. So I'm gonna take full movement and just run. What is my movement? I think it's 30. Yeah, 30. So we're gonna take the full movement and run 30 feet here, and then I will hold a fireball.
Hold an action fireball.
Yeah, until he's visible. It's gonna be let's call it a 4th level fireball.
4.
Yeah, it'll be a 4th level fireball. So whenever
Alright.
he's visible.
All right. Bray, it's your turn.
All right, I'm gonna move slightly forward, and then I'm gonna cast Guiding Bolt.
He hasn't. You don't know where he is right now. You know where he's going to appear.
Yeah. Can I cast it when he appears?
You can hold an action for when he appears.
Oh. Okay. I will hold an action.
Okay. All right. Daisy,
I will also hold an action.
what's your action?
I'm gonna hold Hunter's Sense, which is a feature of the Ranger class,
Mhm.
and as an action, I can choose a creature I see within 60 feet and immediately learn any damage immunities, resistances, vulnerabilities that they have.
Okay. And Owen, you gonna do the same thing? Just hold an action, wait for him to appear.
Yeah, I'm gonna get right here. I'm not in it, right?
No, you're on the edge of it.
Okay, yeah. If he pops up, I mean, like you said, I'm a melee character, so there's nothing I can really do.
Okay. Well, he pops up right next to you. Now let's get these.
Going order?
Yeah, let's get these held actions out of the way. Losis, you cast.
Wait a
your
minute. You did Daisy, and then it's
oh
me,
yeah,
not
okay,
Wizard.
okay. Oh yeah, sorry, Acadius. What are you doing?
I'm gonna hold an action, and ready my bow, knock an arrow for whenever
Okay.
he pops up.
All right. Losis. Fire.
Make a dex save.
All right.
How big is the radius on Fireball?
It's a 20-foot. So what I was trying to do ideally is try to put it behind him, so that way it wouldn't ideally hit any of us. So if I could put it, let me see if I can ping it.
Like here-ish?
Yeah, like right at the tree line, because it's a 20-foot radius, so it shouldn't hit.
That's an 18 on the deck save.
So he takes half damage.
Remember what happened last time we threw a fireball at a tree line?
That's the plan.
He wasn't here for that either.
So
Well, everything
half
is
of
dead.
half of 41, so 20.
20.
Yes.
All right. Nice hit. So, how do you catch a ghost on fire like that?
With a holy old man magic.
Yep.
Fucking big grandpa energy.
Fucking big Gramps energy.
All right.
Please.
Bray, what was your held action?
I'm gonna cast Guiding Bolt.
Okay. Go
I
for
have
it.
+8 to hit.
All right.
I rolled 15, 23.
23.
That'll hit.
All right. So, flash of light goes towards the ghost. Oops, sorry. Flash of light goes towards the ghost. The ghost immediately takes 46 radiant damage. But
Okay.
my
Roll it.
damage is 66.
Roll it.
Cool. 18.
18.
Nice.
You guys see this grenade of lightning explode in the ghost's face as he appears.
Now, Zach, that was radiant damage. Does that help us at all with the ghost?
Roll insight. Or actually, yeah, I'll let you roll the insight now.
It's not an insight check, I just know.
Oh, okay, yeah. Radiant damage does do. They are vulnerable, so it does 1.5.
Okay. So radiant damage is a vulnerability. Are there any other vulnerabilities?
Oh yeah, you did cast that thing. I'm sorry, I forgot. That's its only vulnerability, but it is immune to acid, fire, lightning, poison, thunder, non-magical slashing, piercing, and bludgeoning damage.
Oh.
All right.
Fucking fireball.
It's also
Fuck
immune. It's a. Yep. Well, fire. Yeah, no, fireball.
So was that acid, fire, lightning, poison, non-magical piercing, and bludgeoning?
And slashing. Basically,
Oh, slashing.
non-magical melee attacks don't hurt this thing. It also can't be blinded, charmed, deafened, exhausted, grappled, petrified, poisoned, prone, restrained, or knocked unconscious.
Can you go slow?
Yeah, ghosts are fun to attack.
So it's blind, deaf,
Charmed, exhausted,
Yep.
grappled,
Yep.
petrified,
Mhm.
poisoned,
Mhm.
prone, or unconscious.
He's immune to being unconscious?
Yep.
Jesus.
He's a ghost, Gus.
Alright, I turn and shout at everyone. I shout, we need radiant damage! Mainly.
Radiant and cold, I think,
Yep.
is what I'm hearing.
Cold does.
Radiant and cold.
Melee damage will work if it's a magical weapon,
Yeah.
but that means you have to go in the water.
Emma, you took 2 non-magical weapons today, didn't you?
She did.
Ooh.
Okay. A magical weapon might do it, I shout at everyone else. Alright, that was my held action. Corey, you had a held action too, I think?
Yes, she did.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw an arrow at him. No, shoot an arrow at him. So 18, 7. You have to most likely hit 25.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Mm,
Again, it's cold damage.
nice.
Nice.
8. So 5, 1, 6 cold damage.
All right.
And then I have another attack for that held action, right? It's a held action, so I get the 2 attacks per action, right? Cool.
Well, no. Oh yeah.
Okay, that one's not as good. That's a 19.
That will hit.
Oh, nice. Fucking love being a ranger. 2, 1, 3 cold, or yeah, still cold.
No, it's a different arrow. If you're firing again, it's a different arrow.
Yeah.
That's poison.
Well, it's 3 poison damage. So it was kind of a shit roll, anyways.
It's immune to poison.
Mm.
All right. So this is still its turn. You all just launch shit at it.
Forgot me.
Huh. Oh yeah. Owen, sorry. Wait.
That's okay. I'm used to being ignored now.
All right. You have a
26.
you have a magical axe, so it will do damage, right?
It's a hammer.
Okay.
Jeez. But yes. So 26 to hit.
That'll hit.
And I already rolled and everything, so we don't have to spend too much time on this. 16 damage.
16 magical bludgeoning.
Yep.
All right. You break the skull because it is a skull face. You break the ethereal cheek. And it's
Now
still
if I can go on my turn.
it's its turn. So it sees you standing there. What's your AC?
F you. 21.
Lizard, it's 21.
Not in the box. So it reaches forward and pulls you into the water.
Wouldn't that be a?
Oh no, that would be it gets its hands on you. Sorry.
Okay. Strength
Now-
based
Yeah, now I need you to make a strength save. As it's-
athletics check.
No,
against
it would be a save because
Okay.
you're trying to prevent something from happening.
Okay, no, that's fine.
You do have Bardic.
I'm a big, strong dwarf. I don't need no bardic inspiration. What was that inspiration again?
It's a 1d8.
What'd you get?
Wait,
28.
Before you do that, Zach, I want to use cutting words on the. No, wait, I can't. Never mind.
It's its turn.
It's 28.
Really?
No, I can use cutting words as a reaction, but not if it's immune to being charmed.
I'm a big, strong boy. I have a +9 for my saving throws.
For strength saves? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, good thing you did because it got a 23. So it pulls and you're able to resist it.
I'm glad I
But you
used
do-
the inspiration.
But
thing.
you as it grabs you though, it wrapped around your neck and you felt the literal clammy hands of death start to freeze your neck, giving you 3 points of necrotic damage.
Is that all you got?
And it's got one more action it can do. No. We're gonna try to grab you again.
Come at me.
At 20.
Cutting words. Nope, can't. Fuck. Fuck!
I love this creature. Strength.
Oh, shit.
Strength set. You take 5 points of necrotic damage and make your strength save.
Okay. $29 on a natural 20.
Yep, it fades away.
Oh, wait. Attack. Wait, no, I can't use an attack opportunity. I use the ready action.
Yep. Wet. And it back into the water.
Flick him off as he goes backwards.
Perception?
Yep. If you to see where he's gonna go.
17.
Let's see, roll.
Don't bother. He nat one.
Oh.
Uh,
Yeah, telegraph you're sad.
Yeah.
Shit.
He's gonna appear right next to Owen again, right here.
Perfect.
But he's not on the field right now. He's in the water. You could try to chase him into the water.
Okay, like, is he in the water, like, next to me, but under, or, like... Because if
Do you
want to
take a peek? You want to take a peek? Look into the water.
I want to hit the water with my hammer. And see if it works. I'll do that on my turn.
Okay.
Man.
Are you all just gonna hold actions again?
Yes, we're all good.
Pretty much.
Pretty much, yeah.
You could attempt to shoot into the water.
Well, I was gonna move.
It gives us no info.
All right.
I'm going to try and hit the water.
Okay, so, well, going up the list, Losis, what do you want to do?
Bonus action. We're gonna Dragon's Breath. So I'm gonna do it to myself, choosing cold, and then I'm gonna hold my action to when he's visible.
Okay. Bray.
So,
Not bad.
Similar to last time. But I'm also I have a question. Would it if I put magic to a weapon, that wouldn't count as a magic weapon, right?
If you have magic weapon, it would.
I do have magic weapon.
You can cast magic weapon on your weapon.
Okay. I'm gonna do that. I'm just literally gonna touch it and cast it.
Okay.
And I'm gonna have it just go after the ghost.
Okay, to cast it is an action.
Casting
Oh,
magic
no, it is. I'm
bonus-
sorry. No, you're totally right.
What
No, magic weapon's a bonus action.
is
Oh,
it?
wait, no, it's just. Yeah, no, actually, no. It's just I touch it and it's casted.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So your weapon is a magic weapon, and your
It is a bonus action, yeah, and it lasts for an hour, but it's concentration. So I rolled for my concentration checks already, by the way.
okay.
So
Bray, you are over here, so you have a long sword. Which is
Yes,
one-
but the
one-
sword can act on its own.
Okay. That.
I don't need to hold it.
Oh, it's an
Right.
ethereal magical weapon thing. Okay.
oh, you're talking about spiritual weapon or
No,
magic
I
weapon?
think
Are you?
it's-
Because
I'm pretty-
magic weapon just makes your weapon magical. Spiritual
Yeah, so
weapon is an ethereal weapon.
Oh.
yeah, which does mean you can wield 3 weapons at the same time. Which
I totally thought that's what it was. I swear I had a.
Okay, so what do you want to do?
I'm
you
gonna
can, you
hold.
can you can enchant your weapon if you want with magic weapon.
Yeah, I'll do that. Yeah, I'll just do that.
and then you can still hold an attack
I'll still
action. with
make it a magic weapon. I'll just hold it myself. Never
Yeah,
mind.
you-
Yeah, I'll just make
You
it.
can
I'll
move
go with
over
that.
by me, so whenever it pops up, you can hit it.
Okay. Do we? Well, we know kind of where he's gonna pop up, right? So
Yeah, you
know-
here.
Okay.
Cool.
All right. Daisy.
When I last saw the guy, how bad did he look?
Give me a second. There's so many tabs open. He looked like he was hurting. Like part of his dead skin was gone. He was flaking away. He looked like he could keep going, but he looked hurt.
And he's under the water right now?
Yes.
Now, here's a question. We know that in the real world, shouting from above water does create some sound waves in the water. So my question for you is, would dissonant whispers work here? I don't have to see the creature. It just needs to be within range and able to hear.
This is the part of DMing where I decide if water resonance works on ghosts, and what kind of a check, if any, I would assign to said thing. Oh yeah, they can hear you.
Yeah, well, he responded to me, so he already failed that. Even
I'm thinking.
What do you think?
I'm going to roll this. Yes, but it will cost you a check in order to make it happen.
What kind of check?
What's your spellcasting ability?
Charisma.
All right, then it's going to be a charisma check. We will say DC 16 to make it happen. Or you know what? Actually, DC 12. Thinking about it, I'll lower that down to 12.
Then I soar over it. I got a 15.
Oh, nice. You scream at the water.
I scream at the water. And now you have to make a Wisdom 16 saving throw.
Okay. Now, tell me exactly how you scream at the water. I want to Because depending on where you're standing, and if you face the water directly, fun things happen.
All right, I am standing where I'm standing, and I am screaming towards the water because sound waves carry, and I'm just going like that.
Okay. Yeah, sure. What's the DC for the check?
16.
And what kind of check was it?
Wisdom.
Wisdom. Lucky. He matches.
Well, meets it beats, but you still take half of 66 psychic damage.
How do you scare a ghost?
So that's 26 in half.
You remind it how
13.
it died.
What do you say with this dissonant whispers? Is it just a squeal? Or
It's just, I want to make the noise that a hummingbird makes as it's being strangled to death.
Pause. When was the last time you heard a hummingbird get strangled?
That's not a question that needs to be answered right now. I want you to use your big imagination.
I don't think I want that.
What goes on in Australia?
Listen, let's stop before we have the Australian mafia on us.
You can move past it. I just had to anyway.
Okay. Acadius? What do you... Oh yeah, and he has to flee from you at his maximum movement.
Yep. Oh, no, that's only if he fails. But I do have a bonus action. I want to give another bardic inspiration to Owen.
What do you say?
Get nasty.
God bless you.
Okay. Is that your turn?
Yeah, that's what you
Alright, Acadius.
Is the water count as half cover or 3/4 cover?
Depends on what you want to do.
Or I'm making a ranged attack.
It counts as full cover while he's in it.
Then I'm gonna hold an action for. Yeah, I'm gonna knock an arrow and hold an action for when he pops out.
Owen. Just holding your action for when he pops out? Or are you gonna hit the water?
Yes. No, I won't hit the water.
I really was hoping you would hit the water. Alright, nobody wants to brave the murky waters of the dead marshes.
I've seen this movie before.
Also, just really quick, I kind of forgot to move. Would I be able to just move just
go
10
for it.
feet up? Like
Yeah,
that's-
go.
I wasn't gonna do that.
I haven't popped out yet, so yeah, there you go.
Just diagonal there, that's it. But
Alright, so he's gonna pop out now. It's his turn.
Well,
Pardon me.
Owen's holding a
Who's all holding an action?
That would be me.
Alright.
I think it was everybody.
But I think
Think
Bray goes
so.
first because they have the higher initiative.
Everyone but the Australian.
I threw the dragon's breath at him.
Yep, so, oh yeah, you would go first. In this initiative, you go first. Alright. Is it
I think
dex
literally
save?
everyone.
So I think so. It's a 15-foot cone. So it would hit him, but I think it would also hit.
It hits all three of them. Well, you could angle it so it only hits Owen and him.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that would be the only way to do it. I don't want to hit two people if I can only hit one.
I-
Possible. So
Think right where he's at. I mean, it's up to you, but like, it depends on how the cone behaves at this angle.
How does a cone behave? What
I mean-
behavioral trait of a cone?
I mean, it just depends on his childhood and his upbringing, honestly.
Trauma
If
can do a lot
you-
for a child's behavior in school.
Oh god, yeah, it hits us.
But it's a dex save from the both of you.
I
Okay.
don't do those. establish this.
All right,
We've
you got a
got a
12.
It's a fail.
Okay.
So that's gonna. I'm just gonna use D&D Beyond for the rolls. It's much easier.
Okay.
Ooh.
What? Why did I do that? What the hell? Tell me, flavor it up for me. What does it look like when you do that?
Yeah. So when I threw the fireball, you kind of notice like the blues. It stays that blue, but it almost has like it's like a flicker. You know what I mean? Like similar to like a fire genasi, how their hair has like a constant flicker. That's similar to what it was with me, but it was like a blue flame just almost flicking off of the robes and the hat and out of the center of the crystal, out of the cane that I walk with. With this, it was a different feel. Like instead of it being like flickers of flame falling off of my cloak, it was more of it almost looked like a blizzard, kind of like a fuzzy blizzard almost surrounding me. And then it's going to be 11 points of cold damage.
Nice. As you see, his ghostly skin gets a little bit frostbitten.
That's me.
And Bray, you had a held action.
Yes.
How much
Nice.
damage was it, real quick? Sorry.
11 if you failed. Sorry.
No, you're good. I'm gonna take my now magic weapon great sword and I'm gonna chop him in half. Oh, that's the goal.
I swing at you. Go for it.
Alright. +5 to hit. 17.
That will not hit.
Plus
Oh,
two.
no. Ah, yeah, I didn't do that.
Do you have multiple
A
attacks?
bonus action? I think I have a bonus action.
You're
You're
a
in
paladin.
your
You have. You're a paladin. You have multi attack.
Heck yeah. Okay, I'm gonna
Oh,
use
not on ready
my-
actions. We don't get multi-attack.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You're right. So this is not your turn. It is the ghost's turn.
Just kidding.
Yeah, we just get the one attack on
Yep.
ready actions.
All right.
Otherwise, that'd be attacking 4
Yep.
times.
Makes sense.
So you miss. So it's Arcadius.
What about my ready action? Do I get
Yeah.
2 attacks per action? For that ready action?
It would
No,
just be the one.
yeah.
Okay.
All
Um,
martials, if you use the ready action, it's only 1 attack.
Well, I'm going to use sharpshooter, take 5 off the attack roll to add 10 to the damage. Go ahead and roll that d4 for me,
All right.
Pappy.
Happy.
So I know if it's even worth it.
Do you like your bow?
I love my bow. It's very cool.
That is fire damage.
No, it feels bad.
Uh,
Do you like your bow still?
Shut up.
As the arrow midway through the air turns into like a fire bolt.
So it's 19.
19 will hit.
All right. Well, it's 10 extra damage. So
Is that a magical? Yeah.
it's a sharpshooter.
Okay,
Take a
Corey.
5
what
penalty
stat?
to the attack
your
roll.
dat-
to add
I'm
plus
looking
10.
at your. Oh yeah, you're using sharpshooter, but what stat are you using to shoot the bow?
The hit DC is +7, so I roll d20, then add 7, right?
Dude,
Oh,
actually,
Well, if you use sharp shooter, then you -5 from that, so it's only +2.
Right. So I rolled
You
a
use
I rolled
sharpshooter.
I rolled a 17, which add 2 rather than the 7, so I got a 19 to hit, and then
okay.
you rolled the d4, so
Yeah,
this will be
okay.
a d8 +1 plus the 10 because of sharpshooter.
Yeah.
Wherever
So
my d8 is.
What'd you roll to hit? You said 19.
19.
Yep. Okay.
So that's a 2, 3, 13 fire damage.
As it hits him, the fire goes out.
Immune to fire. So would that have any effect? So does the entire arrow turn into fire? Like would the sharpshooter damage
Yeah.
have any effect on that?
Well, even if it's an arrow, so it's slashing damage.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So does it change the property of the damage from slashing to fire completely?
No,
Or
it
does it
adds
give you-
fire. It adds
So-
fire to the damage.
So
Still does.
you would,
He would still do slashing damage.
yeah. So you would still do your slashing plus
Piercing.
10. Piercing, yeah.
Yeah, piercing.
Multiple.
Piercing damage.
Not firing an arrow from this bow makes it a magical attack.
Oh,
So yeah, you can still do piercing damage, Corey.
so that
So
would
you
be
would-
the 10.
Yeah.
You
I
would
guess,
just
yeah.
you would roll a d8 plus your modifier, because I'm pretty sure it's a longbow. A longbow is a d8 plus your dexterity, I believe.
Which
So
was
plus 1.
3.
Plus one.
Your
So I got a
dex?
3 off the no. My dex is +1, but I got a 2 on the d8, so that'd be 3. Then the additional 10 is where I got 13.
So 13 total damage is what came across with the hit.
Yeah. Part of that is going to be fire damage.
No, that's only the piercing.
No, that's
damage.
only piercing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, no, the d4 decides whether or not it's a fire damage base, because when I fire the bow, it turns it to a fire arrow, cold arrow, whatever,
Right.
whatever.
But it
Okay, so it
adds
just
damage.
completely changes the base damage type. It gets rid of piercing completely, so it would override it.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right.
So
yeah,
there's
the
no
da-
damage dealt.
Yep. Okay.
D&D court.
That was the gavel. All right, so Owen, you have your held action. Right. Oh wait, did you want to hold? Yeah, you held an action, right?
Wizard?
Yeah, it's just a hammer hit, so 27 to hit. And in 4. Okay, so 11 damage.
Okay. Oh boy.
That's all I can do.
You knock off part of him, but he's still floating there. You're right in front of him, and you just hit him, so he's gonna go for you.
All right, bring it.
Make me a dex save.
Still got 5.
15.
15. That will not make it. As the tendrils fly, it's point blank.
Okay.
As the tendrils fly from his fingers, doing. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Urban Nerds United, our Lord of the Rings one-shots. So we lost Emma, we have lost our paladin, and it seems unfitting to finish out the whole one-shot without her. So we're gonna finish out this round, or yeah, basically a round, and see if the we're gonna try to finish out combat and then call it. All right, and it's still on the ghost's turn. It just attacked Owen, and it's gonna do it again. What?
Bring it.
Your AC is 21, right?
Yep, I'm unkillable.
That's so that's a 19. It crits on a 19.
Okay. It can
Uh,
crit, but does it hit on a 19?
Yes, it hits on a 19 if it's crit. Okay. That's a +7 to hit. Does that hit you?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's critting. All right, so it grabs your neck, doing 4 points of necrotic damage. And it's going to attempt to pull you into the water. Roll me
Okay.
your strength save.
25.
You take it off you. All right.
Ah!
Ah! Now it's going to. What should it do here?
Pack up and go home.
And let's see if it can recharge this environmental thing. It does not. Son of a. It's just gonna try to grab you again.
Okay.
Misses miserably. Got a 3 on the die, so it reaches for you, and it, because its eyes are now fucked up. Nope. And oh, it doesn't go into the water. It actually, nope, wrong thing. Is going to fly through you two here, or actually, it's gonna fly through Owen. Owen, roll me a con save.
Does that allow me an opportunity attack?
Yeah, actually.
Sweet.
An 18? Yeah. Okay, so 25.
25 for your con save.
Yep.
Okay, so you take half.
Does an opportunity attack, can that be with my bow, or does it have to be melee?
Melee.
What?
Does an opportunity attack have to be melee, or can it be a bow?
You took your well, it can't. It has to be melee, but also you already took your reaction.
Yeah, it was for your held action.
That's a reaction?
Yep. It uses your reaction in order to trigger the readied action.
Damn.
9 plus 4 is
13.
13. So you take 6 points of
Let's
cold
go.
as you feel a queasy coldness go through you when it goes through your body. All right, so for now we're back up the list, and it is Losis. It's your turn.
He's not looking too hot, right?
Nope, not looking too hot at all, but not as much as he should be, from what you can tell.
Let's just try to fucking end this. Yeah, same thing that we did last time. So you're gonna see, like, I'm just gonna start forming this black orb in my hand, and then I'm almost gonna like lob it like a softball. Fucking kids waking me up from a goddamn sleep. And then it's gonna like hit the ground in front of him, and then just start to swell, and then gravity sinkhole again. So it's gonna be a con save.
It's 17
He saves, so he takes half.
as it pulls him.
Let me just make sure he does take half just before I do this. Yeah. So he still takes 20 damage, force.
Well, you rip off his bottom half, and now he's just a floating torso.
Then yeah, that's all I can do. We don't bonus action on it as a wizard.
Okay. So that's Bray's turn. We're gonna say Bray has a held action because I feel bad just playing right now as Emma. Daisy, your turn.
Not a lot I can do.
It's a
I'm going to-
it's a floating half torso that looks really fucked up.
Yeah, but it's immune to every kind of damage I can do.
Oh,
I can try Hunter's Mark.
sure.
That's bludgeoning damage. Is it immune to bludgeoning?
Non-magical bludgeoning.
This is magical bludgeoning.
Then you hit. If you hit.
Well, it's
But-
a hunter's mark. You choose a creature you can see within range and mystically mark it as your quarry. Till the spell ends, you deal an extra 1d6 damage to the target whenever you hit it with a weapon attack.
Okay.
I'm gonna actually take out one of my lances.
You have a lance.
I do. I'm gonna run up. I'm gonna. Well, the lance, as near as I can tell, what's the reach on a
10.
lance?
It has a 10. It has 10-foot reach.
Yeah,
What
but
the
I'm not
hobbit carrying around a 10-foot lance?
Yep.
Don't ask questions you don't want the answers to. Alright.
She has a big stick, 3 times as big as she is.
So
I'm
since the
I'm not going to.
Is the lance magical though?
No,
Then it's not going to hit.
but I do deal 1d6.
You do. As the lance goes through the body harmlessly, it sends this pulse of magic through it.
Take.
it can still hit, it's just the damage is it's immune to the damage. So the actual act of hitting it still happens. So all of the additional
Yeah.
buffs that aren't the physical hit will still go through, such as the Hunter's Mark.
Yep. So roll to hit.
That's an 18 plus,
Yeah, it hits. plus anything, it hits.
and the damage on the d6 was 5.
And the ghost explodes everywhere into ether.
Nice.
So the halfling bonked it with a javelin, and
Yep.
we're done.
And,
And you're done. Congratulations.
I am so mad right now because I forgot that had multi-attack defense too.
Oh, so you could add the AC.
Yeah, I would have had a +4 on top of my 21 for 25 AC.
Well, now we know for next time.
Yeah. Yep.
Now, does that stack?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it goes up to 25, so it doesn't keep going up. But
Okay.
Yeah.
So, question: Did you guys figure out what this thing's shtick was?
it was a ghost.
Every
had to-
You
time
really want to tell us, so why don't you tell us?
I do really want to tell you. Every time it went into the water, it healed a little bit.
Yeah, that explains it.
Yeah.
that'll do it.
So that definitely wasn't the Witch King.
No,
that's not.
that
the,
wasn't the big bad.
That's
No.
not the big bad. Not even close.
Oh.
There's no way. I don't know if you've messed around with this too, Zach, but technically,
Oh, God bless you.
the ring wraiths had corporeal bodies at this time.
Mm-hmm.
It was not a ghost at this time.
Nope.
He was a dude.
It was
I
more
don't-
like a revenant than anything.
Yeah.
At this, in the Second Age, they had just become the wraiths, and their bodies hadn't withered away yet.
Yeah. They still have corporeal form. This is just a random ghost encounter.
In the dead
Wizard-
marshes.
Offended.
Wizards, what?
Wizard is offended.
Why?
Oh no, not at all. I purposely made this character to be the tank, to take all the hits.
But
So.
you're like down half right now, aren't you?
Yeah. I mean, I would have been a lot better off had I remembered my multi-attack defense, but yeah.
Not a lot of you took damage, but the ones that did took a decent amount from not.
He was a ghost. I couldn't get near him. You know, there's all kinds of complications.
See,
Yeah,
the key to dealing with a level 10 party is not overpowering them. It's getting creative and nerfing the shit out of most of their shit.
Just throw in gravity balls. It's fine.
I'll kill all the orcs.
Make something immune to force damage, and I'm going home.
Right.
I have to. Well, on that note, guys, Corey, did you want say any final thoughts before we sign off here?
Can't wait to use this bow some more and to take advantage of being a ranger because this is dope.
Chuck? How did you feel besides that? besides forgetting your multi-defense?
I feel fine. I like Owen. He's cool. I mean, I feel like the other party members are a little bit less militaristic than Owen is, but
We're a crack team.
they're a very bit disorganized and don't follow orders well. But
I'm a professional. I don't know what you're talking about.
You have a wild man, a hobbit, a old cranky wizard, a half elf, and then yourself, a dwarf.
Nothing about this is militaristic. That's how what works.
Exactly.
Anyway, on that note, thank you guys. We'll see you next time.